9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hi guys, welcome back to the stream. Yes, today we're doing Bring Your Tactics, so you guys are going to get a chance to pop in your tactics during the course of the stream. And for everybody else, or for those guys on Discord, yes, it's been a while. FM Team Talks is going to be done on Monday. Yeah, Monday or Tuesday I'll do FM Team Talks. I'm going to look at the whole pressing system. I'm going to explain to you how SI intended it to be used, and how we can use certain things in the game like pressing angles and how to set them all up. And I'll cover them in an FM Team Talk as well. So get set for a whole hour of funky stuff we do with pressing. Okay, meanwhile, I want to thank everybody for popping in today's stream. Hi guys, hi Andy, hi Daniel. Welcome to the channel. In about 10 minutes, I'll open the gate. You guys can drop in your tactics. So all those guys who are on, saw the notifications and got in, you guys are going to be able to pop in your tactics as well. Okay, so maybe 10 minutes. We just get it. We'll just do it in a short while. No worries. There, we'll get a few tactics done today. Hopefully, the last show we did quite a lot, right? We did quite a lot of tactics. So today we want to do the same thing. We want to help you guys out. The goal of this is, if you don't send your saves in, please. That's Game Changer. That's another show. I know that sometimes it's better if I had a look at your team and look at your save and then look at your team, because sometimes with certain saves it might be a bigger challenge, right? Because I've taken this tactic. If I had a tactic and I had Kylian Mbappe, Romelu Lukaku, Erling Haaland, Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Andy Robertson, Jordan Henderson, Casemiro in midfield, they could work, and they could make any tactic work. So that was the point. Well, the idea here is whenever you use a tactic, you have to remember that this game is ultimately about attributes. It is. You can't run away from it. It's all about attributes. It's all about player traits. These are all important stuff that go into crafting a tactic. So there's always going to be a kind of the ideal player for your team. And when you get really good players, they can make things work. But even when you have the best players in the world, things can go wrong too, because you might not notice that the guy has a certain trait that doesn't really help you very much, and you're actually playing him on the wrong side. For example, like a player who's naturally who prefers his left foot, likes to round the keeper. So when he rounds the keeper, what foot do you think he's going to use? And then he's going to strike it with the foot that after he's rounded the keeper, right? So these are things that you have to see in the game and then understand, because if he's a right-footed player coming in from the right side, he's trying to round the keeper, he's going to shoot with his left foot. But what if his preferred foot is a right foot? Then you're going to have a problem. So there are things like this, that smaller little things like this that can affect your tactics. And even with the best players in the world, you can struggle. And that's you will find that happen a lot in fantasy draft mode, because we pick our players up. And I do that a lot in fantasy draft as well. When I pick a player and I go like, oh my God, he rounds the keeper, but he's rounding the keeper on the wrong side. So this kind of things can happen, and these are small little things. So while we can use really good players to benchmark our tactics against, it allows us to see how the tactic will flow, which is one of the reasons why I tell people at the start of a season, whenever you are getting to know your team, friendly matches are really good. Because if you play against a reasonably, I'm not talking about those punching bag teams where you can hammer them with 20 goals. I'm talking about teams that are not that far away from you, but still slightly weaker. Those teams are very good benchmarks, because you can actually see your tactic flow. And what you want to see is a transition from defense midfield to attack that leads you to a goal. Now, that's just what we see. But when we were trying to create tactical systems, it's more different than that, right? I mean, like, you want to try and again press, or you want to be funky like me, or hey, pressing angles, hey baby, I'm gonna force them to play in a certain direction. SI allowed that option in FM22, but I don't see a lot of people using it because not a lot of people know how to use it. I haven't seen a lot of people use it very well, and we will do that. We will do that very soon. Yeah, we will do that soon, and I plan also to get SI to jump on board as well. Yeah, I wish I could put some sexy music in the background, man, Maximovic, but this ain't Twitch. Well, Twitch, yeah, I do different things. So once again, hey Leo, how are you guys doing? All right. Good to see quite a number of you here. All right, so we're done with that. Okay, guys, guess what? The link is in the house. So if you guys want to pop in your link, if you guys want to send in your tag, oh no, it's the long link again. Shoops kebabs. I had a funny feeling that would be the wrong link. Oops, ignore that link. That's not the link you should be using. Let me try and see if I can remove this message. Yeah, I can retract the message apparently. That's good news. Let me see. Sorry. My bad. Okay, I used a different link. I have to change my document. This has got the wrong link in there. You stupid fool. Okay, it's there. No? Why doesn't it look correct? Wait a minute. Okay. File requests. Okay, bring your tactic to the public. No, not this one. Share. Copy link. Don't get it, man. Why isn't it working? Copy shared link. I'm hoping this link works, man. I'll have to test it first. No, it's not. It's not happening. Don't do this to me today, man. Okay, file request. I'll make a new file request. It's easier this way. This must be it. Copy link. Yeah, baby. That's the one. I'm talking to myself now. Sorry for the delay, guys. But the old man has got to make sure this is correct. Otherwise, you end up with a folder without knowing what's going on, which is really, really stupid. It's, we don't want to have mistakes pop up. Okay, here we go. That's the link. That's the correct link. So you can send in your links to that folder, and yes, those tactics will go in. And there's one tactic already in there. I'm just hoping that I covered it on the last stream. Okay, so don't worry, we will get to those tactics soon. I have the thing, the file up as well. Okay, so first up, let's go and look. So we return back to our little Napoli team, and we've got a tactic here. Let me load. This is not my tactic test. This is different folder. Documents. Sports Interactive, Football Manager 22, Tactics. We have BYT here. We have the latest day here. Yep, this is the one. El Indio's tactic, which is a 4-3-3 DMY. Now, when I look at this tactic, it isn't half bad, right? This tactic, when I looked at it the first time, the first thought that crossed my mind, and this is immediate when I saw this tactic, was it isn't a bad tactic. It's going to be very specific to some teams that you can play it with, right? Against rather. So whenever you have this tactic, if you play this tactic against a team that is if you play this tactic against a team that is attacking you, great, it's going to work. A team that's better than you is pushing you high up the pitch. It's going to work because you have these bunch of players attacking, right? These are all attack duties. You got DLP in this position. He's going to play those deep passes for you. You got central defenders who don't have too much. They don't try to do anything magical. They just going to try and work the ball, and chances are they're going to give it to this player. You're playing with a fairly narrow width, which is okay. shorter passing, high tempo. That's fine. What does high tempo do? Ball comes to him. He says, I want to play this ball up now. He's going to go for these two players. So, yeah, there's got to be, you know, Arrigo Sacchi systems, they tend to be, there's a distance between the backline and the striker is no more than 25 yards. In this particular case, the distance is quite far because those players in front, they're going to bomb off. And when they bomb off, they're going to be in a very good attacking position to attack teams, right? So that's how it's going to look like. And it's not a bad tactic, but it's only going to work with teams that are attacking you. Right? So when you are faced with a team that's sitting back and defending, you're gonna have an issue. Actually, I holidayed this tactic just now before I even played this. Right. So let's look at the stats of this game. Napoli, 53 possession. Let's just watch the goals, right? I haven't seen the set pieces, so I have no clue what the set pieces are like. All right. So again, but this is what we call a transitional event, right? The keeper doesn't deal with it. It's a mistake inside the box. You apply pressure, and then we scored the goal. And then another one, set piece goal, bang, created a goal against that team called Juventus. But Juventus, you see this transition here. This is when you lose the ball. All right, okay. See, they play the ball up. The ball goes back, defenders. This is your defensive line, right? Your defensive line is out of position. Okay. Goalkeeper, this is very fast, right? Because he just went all the way from here. Okay. They play it back to the keeper. And then if I come out of this and I look at 2D, which 2D tells a different story. Look at how they're positioned. They're going for a goal and they're pretty high up the pitch. Your team is set up like this. Goes, bang, loses the ball, loses his shape, and sees a goal. Okay, so let's play a game and see what we can do. All right, so we're going to do a team selection. I'm just going to quick pick. Hey, Joe Mako, how are you? Matthew Jackson, welcome to the stream, man. Wonder Boy, long time no see. Okay, all right. I'm not going to stop calling you. I know it's W Boy, but I'm always going to call you Wonder Boy. Yeah, always gonna call you Wonder Boy. This is like, I remember you submitted a tactic once before, right? Last year. And I called it a Wonder Boy system. Okay, Mario Rui. Okay, we're gonna just come in here and make sure that we have options as left back. We'll play Gulam instead of Mario Rui. Okay, because who's this? Zanioli? Alejandro Zanioli. I mean, okay, these are loads of players that we don't need. Okay. Malcute, I like Malcute even in draft mode. He's not a bad player, a bit low on concentration. Koulibaly is not 100%, right? So he needs a rest. We got Manolas, we got Jesus, who's not a very good central defender, right? So we're gonna have problems when we are playing against the next team. Because so the AI has decided to give us Politano as an inverted winger. We have to understand what this means. Left-footed, okay, good, right? So he's natural left-footed. He's going to cut inside, look for opportunities to play the pass. We got another inverted winger here. Also, he's going to drop in, cut inside with his right foot and also look for the pass. But when you play them as attack duties, they're also going to push up. Remember, in Football Manager 22, FM22 is very different from FM21. Guys, this is importante, okay? FM21 and FM22 don't use the same yardsticks anymore. A lot of the roles have different mentalities below. Okay? A lot of them. And the reason why that's been done is because of the new pressing system. I'm not going to go into too much detail, okay, but it had to be done because if you look at the system, it needs a higher mentality because they're so good at coming back to get back behind the ball, right, to support your defenders. But then when the transition breaks, they need to get up quickly. So that's one of the reasons why the mentality is a lot higher. All right, okay. There was a great tactic last year, right? You remember that? Okay, Dem, Fabian, Lorenzo, Manolas. Okay, this guy is going to be a liability for us, okay? So that much we do know, okay? So let's go and let's see your tactic in action. Okay, no changes have been made to your tactic. So we're going to play this. We're going to play a few of these tactics. And we're gonna just talk through some of the other tactics, right? I'm not gonna do any of these, team talks. I never do team talks. never found the need to in this whole game to spend a lot of time doing team talks. Okay. All right, let's watch. Okay. We got a corner straight away because a throw in 121. Short throw. Thank you very much. Goes to the far post. Okay. All right. I mean, can't say much about that. I mean, inverted wingers do pop up in the box like strikers, but this is just your team playing quite well actually. Goes to the far post. Well, we have a defender here. I mean, I wish I could zoom in. Can we zoom in? Can we choose the camera? Because I think he's spraying. Can we get inside here? TV? No? I want to see him, man. Behind the goal. No, we can't go any closer. I want to get in closer, man. Can't. TV, you can't do that. I want to get there. He looks like he's spraying. What? Is there another angle? We have to get another angle. TV, sideline, 2D classic, behind goal, data director. He's spraying. He's looking down. He's going like, another one here. Okay, this will be fixed. Fanatical, oh my God. One of my favorite players, Fanatical. Okay, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. Okay, but that is got to do with sometimes players do make mistakes. We've seen this in real life, right? We're not expected to see a perfect game. I mean, don't expect a football manager to be a perfect game. All right, it's supposed to translate human behavior on the pitch, and we've seen really strange stuff happen. Every time we think that they should play a lot better, turn on the television, you see some really bizarre defending by some of the world's best defenders. Okay, so Theo has got the ball. Okay, look at this, right? This is what I mean by the attack DT comes back really quickly to get behind the ball and push up. See, this is because of the underlying mentality right now. Okay, so we got Brahim with the ball. Guy closes down. See this? Where's your fullback? Gulam is here. The other central defender has gone apeshit. Yep. The other central defender was a bit was MIA, man, for a while. Okay, this is good build-up play. I like this because you're using the right rules. Okay, so you got DLP going deep, gets it to the other player. There's a good build-up play, gets a corner. Okay, fine. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to change it if the tactic is fine, right? Okay, this you can change, all right? This you can definitely change, right? When you go to your set pieces, corners, you're attacking, right? Look, pam. Okay, this is this is definitely out of somebody's book. I've seen this kind of this setup. I even used this setup. You can actually put him here as well. You can put him here if you want to prevent that, because this guy is just going to be a free player. You don't need this extra player here for the near post corner routine. Okay. But okay. There are other corner routines as well. There are some that are a bit more, they give you more options. But this player here, whoever is in this position, you want him to be able to arrive and hit the ball. So he's got to have jumping reach and strength. Just have to remember this. Right? So typically you want jumping reach and strength on that player. Right, that's them. Okay, fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Okay, so we're gonna come out of this and go to key extended highlights now. Right, so far so good. Yeah, it gets better. Hey, Daniel Bosch, how are you, man? What's your opinion for the possession issue with defensive mental teams at the game? For me, that's the problem. Is you can defend some decisions. For me, actually, when I play with Ipswich, right, I didn't have a problem with any teams having defensive football because they couldn't achieve defensive football against me. That's it. Yeah, it's AI versus AI, and that's something SI will address. But whenever I play against an AI, good luck to it. Almost happens very, very rarely. So I'm able to take the ball away from the AI or put them under a lot of pressure. So that's not an issue for me. I'm the best unintended ASMR. Yeah, baby. Okay. All right. Now, okay, this is a throw in. Okay. Don't get me. Why did you have to do that, HG? Now I'm going to start making sounds. My wife is going to come in and she's going to accuse me of doing something totally inappropriate. Okay. Jesus winning the header from there. So apparently near post headers, Jesus heading is only 12. Okay, see this? What's going on over here? Look, there's a reason why this is happening. All the highlights are them attacking you, right? All the highlights, right? It's not one highlight, it's been us. Right, you see that? Second ball. You see, this is, remember you go into the game and then you got defensive actions and then you got possession gained. Defensive actions where a tackle happened and possession gain in the zone map is basically where you win the second ball. Pay attention to where the second ball is landing. That tells you your possession gained, right? So, okay, are you applying pressure? Okay, you're applying the pressure, but yeah, this is your defensive actions are there, right? Okay, there we go. Possession gain. Plays the ball up, goes wide, too narrow. Okay, opens up the we're giving away the ball. Why? Why is all this happening? Because the gap between our back line and our attacking line is very, very high. That's why it's happening. Okay, so there's a big gap between our defensive tier and our attacking tier at the moment. This is great against teams that are going to pummel you, right? And you expect, or you might be lucky in some games you get off to a 2-goal lead. But let's watch this transition. This is midfield, so it's a bit inappropriate. We want to see from goalkeeper, but let's watch whether we can work the ball up. There we go. We lost the ball again. I mean, if we keep this up, we're going to lose a few games, right? Okay, so looking at that, they move the ball up again. All right, so what can we do to improve this? First, we need a better defender, but assume we don't have a better defender. Okay, so when you play this kind of a game, the first thing I do is I remove this. This is hopeless because this pass into space assumes this guy can play the ball. If they can't play the ball to him, then we're in trouble because he's got to do these deep diagonals from this position, which is not easy. And he's actually a very good player. His passing is 18, vision and decisions. Now, this player who's so good can't even find these players. What does that tell you? That tells you that we have a problem. So, but the problem is we need to get the ball up the pitch. We got to use the flanks. We got to use these wing backs and bring them into the equation. We got side midfielders here. What do you do in this kind of a situation? You focus play. You remove the pass into space, right? So when you focus play, you're actually moving players to one side of the pitch. So your side midfielder will move and you create little triangular passing patterns around the flanks. Okay, now we've got a Mazzala here with an inverted winger and an inverted winger. Do we need so many attack duties? Maybe we want to concentrate on building up play on one side of the pitch. All we do is we change this role. Just check that. Change this duty. So we change the duty. Now let's take a look at opposition instructions. Now, I didn't apply any opposition instructions then, but what we're going to do is we're going to create what is called a very simple set of opposition instructions. We're going to apply it to the back line. This is very basic. This is basic 101 pressing instructions. So back line gets pressed. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that these two wide players are shown to the flanks all the time. They're going to be told to drop in crosses. So we'll send this guy to the right foot. We'll send this guy this other player to the left foot. Okay, now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a pressing trap. Okay, I'm going to apply pressure on players specifically. So this is a bit deeper because this will require me changing your entire tactic, but we'll just leave it like this. We won't do the pressing trap. We'll do the pressing trap in another tactical video. Okay. All right, this is basic. We can also apply, want to remove the white players. We'll tell them to stay on these players, right? So we're going to tight mark these two guys. So whenever they get the ball, there'll be somebody on them. We come in here and we apply a tight marking instruction to this guy as well. So now we've got tight marking on him. So whenever these players get the ball, they'll be tight marked. I don't know. Whenever this play, this play and this play, they'll be tight marked. We're leaving these guys alone. We're leaving this guy alone. Now, okay, that's the first thing that we do. Okay. Yeah. We still have a few more things to do. All right. Oh, highlight has changed to us. Nice. Usually works, man. Okay. Fabian, look at that. Okay, that was semi-decent, right? Okay, now we have to do one more thing. Okay, we'll just pause. We haven't finished yet. So we've done this. We've done the focus play. We've done everything here. I want to check your pressing. Aha! The culprit. Notice just now the two central players were just running off like choo-choo trains. Drop this down. I'm a big anti-no-no with this, right? Just now when you saw the backline pull up, that's because of this trigger press. Because the trigger press is going to pull him out as well. When he pulls out, then we got another problem. So I'm gonna check that back to about here. Okay, and now let's watch. Our defensive line is still a tad bit high, but maybe with the tree. Look at that. Now you see how we work the ball. These are little pricing triangles that we have created down the right flank. We can do the same on the left flank. That means that the DLP now can't play on defend duty. He has to play on support. He can be a DLP on defend. He'll move shift left and right. But ideally, he should be on support so that he is in a better position to do this. So we got the ball again. He goes to the right again. And then you see this roll. He's shifted to the right. That is our box to our Mazzala, right? Okay, he's shifted to the right. See where the DLP is right now? He's here. So we've got a pass. We got all these triangles right now that we can pass the ball, right? So this is what we wanted to do. You want to create a mobile diamond? This guy's going to go, he's got to be a support duty. Right? So now we've got nice passing options. Earlier, we didn't have this. The ball kept going up, it kept coming back. So now you got the flow of the game has changed as well, right? So we've got some control back. The DLP is in a better position. Now we just look at that. Now we got a player that just lost the ball, right? So what can we do? That's a transition failure. So we got to improve that as well. When he got the ball, he lost the ball. So let's just take a dam. I want to try and avoid PIing too much. Because in the future, we might not even have this option. You never know, right? Okay. So why would he have lost the ball? So his concentration is okay. His first touch is 12. Oh! Yeah, I know why. I know why he lost the ball. Blindside. That's a trigger press. When he got the ball just now, his back was turned to the player. That encourages a press from the AI. I forgot. Yeah, that's supposed to happen in the game. It's brilliant. Okay, I love that. I love that because what happens nowadays is when a player is blind, there will be somebody coming on his blind side. So Theo Hernandez is way too fast. Way too fast. But this is good defending and they clear the ball. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay. Ibrahimovic, okay, good. He's been tight marked, so the giant is not being allowed to deal with crosses. I think this is much better. Okay, he's got the ball. There's support. Plays it back. Zelinski 1-2. Politano with the ball goes wide to Mertens. Much better. Now you see the left side is not as aggressive as the DLP didn't come here, right? Because we don't have a focus play on that side of the pitch. Earlier on the right side, we had a focus play, but now on the left side, there's no focus play. So where's the DLP? Is in the center of the pitch. Now, we had the final piece of the puzzle. Man. Now we got the DLP moving left, moving right. That's it. Now the only other thing that we want to think of, because I'm changing the tactic, because it works against teams that are going to, if you want to play a counter-attacking style. But what if you want to control the game? You lost, we don't want to lose the game, right? So we got much higher defensive line, and this is very high up the pitch. You can still use this if you want. If you're a good team and you want to go camping against another team, of course you can. You can move a team around and create goal scoring opportunities using this kind of a tactic, right? So you can. No one says it's wrong. Okay, but you gotta be careful of events like this, because if you don't. Okay, why did it happen? Because this group of players, right? He already had a yellow card, so Dem actually went there to help him out. Now both of them have a yellow card. So let's take off Dem, put Zambo in Anguissa there. Do we have another player here? No, we don't. Yeah, that's it, man. I can't bring on any other player. Okay. It's not too bad. I see, in the game of Football Manager right now, this is the pressing, right? You have to understand what SI mean by a press. Okay. All right. The player will go. See, this player's gone, right? This player is actually, it's not a perfect press at the moment, right? What ideally this guy should become moving in, but we didn't give tight marking on Cassie and Benacia, right? So nobody is very tight to them. They press this player. So this guy is gonna come and stand somewhere here. This guy is already here on because he's being tight marked. We gave the instruction to the striker to be tight marked, right? So then we go, then press again. Yeah, our pressing is a bit wonky with this team. Yeah. Yeah, okay. These are all like, then as he gets the ball, he presses him, he removes this player as an option, right? He's being tight marked. Yeah. Pressing in the game is about angles as well as physically going in to do a challenge, right? So right now there's no physical action, right, to challenge them. Okay, so what do? Is we come in here, get stuck. Or if you're scared of this instruction, come in here, tackle harder, tackle harder, tackle harder, right, tackle harder. You can also tell this guy to tackle harder. Tell this guy to tackle harder. That's what you can do. Okay. Whoa, we got a highlight again. So you can do that. So now what will happen is there will be moments when they go in and they will challenge aggressively. They'll go to the ground just to stop the player. You can't go in and say, but I want them not to do that. Won't happen all the time. That's a good move. So this is how I set up the tactic to improve, to change this tactic slightly. That's exactly what I would do. So your final tactic would be something like this, like the 4-3-3 with the focus play instructions. The focus play instructions on your 4-3-3 plus the use of opposition instructions and selectively choosing which players to apply tight marking to, and that will be fine. And you'll be able to, you still be again pressing like you were earlier, and the match is it's a lot better now. The flow of the game is a lot more efficient. The only issue right now is you have to create goal scoring opportunities because you're playing with such an aggressive line, right? The defensive line is very high. So if you want to play this kind of a game where your defensive line is very high, you got to be very careful with yellow cards, which is the challenge when you play this kind of systems. So towards the latter half of the game, you're going to end up having to do this. Dropping to a mid block. Right, and maybe slowing tempo down or choosing to use a training program like mine, which keeps your players fitter for the majority of the season, right? Like you want to develop their natural fitness, you want them to be fitter than other teams, you want to practice good rotation. Yeah, so far so good. This is how I set up your tactic. Basically. Hopefully we don't concede a goal because we are experimenting all the way with this thing. So I think to play career with relegation teams, so the teams will not approach me against with defensive. When I play with Inter, the opposition just passes the ball. You have to pressure them, man. You can't just hope that they will not. You have to be able to you have to be able to, right? It's possible to prevent them from passing forever amongst themselves. I've done it many times. There's some formations that is a bit harder because like a back tree system, some back tree systems might be a bit of a challenge. But generally, in most cases, I have no problems keeping high possession. Sometimes I can go up to about 60% possession playing attacking formations. Yeah. The kind of thing that FV support we get further forward became a very, very flexible role like to use. Yeah, it can work. The fullback with the extra get forward, right? Yeah. You also have, don't forget, you also have play instructions that do that. So you don't have to use that instruction all the time. Yeah, there are play instructions that do that, so you can use that. That's a goal, man, unfortunately for us. Yeah, we conceded one. We took too long to make our changes, which is a problem with these gegenpressing systems. If you don't have better, fitter players, or like we haven't been setting up the training for this, and you have to be very careful with your yellow cards, where the yellow cards happen. There we go. It's not a hard tackling. You want the ball back, right? And because you also counter pressing. So because we got hard tackling on, we also have counter pressing on. That's one of the reasons why that player went in for the tackle. So you can definitely take the ball off the AI whenever the AI, if you want to win the ball in the final third, it can be done. Right? Yeah, our team, this team is just, look at this team. This team is just too tired, man. Because we haven't done any of the training for this team, right? We just went in, just say, let's go in there. This team is just shit. Because we didn't do any of the preseason. We just went in and let's just pick a random club. No training was set up. Now we're paying the price. It's one of the reasons why I strongly recommend having a very good preseason. If your preseason is bad, this is the problem you get throughout your career, your first few months. All right, so let's holiday mode to the next match. Do you do the opposition strategy the same? Depends on my tactics, but generally depends on my formation, what I want to do. Like if I want to do like a Ralph Rangnick replication, right? Like follow Ralph Rangnick's system, which has got defensive traps, I won't use that. I'll use something different. Yeah. Hey, James 9, did you get my... I think so. We got some tactics in here. I haven't gone through every single tactic yet. Okay, so next time. So we done this tactic. So let's look at Chico Ball 442. Wait, we got to look at Chico Ball again because there's some notes there. The aim of this tactic is let opposition bring the ball out and we start to press them and they get it over the halfway line, but then they should have committed a lot of players, so we then press and win the ball and get it forward as quickly as possible. When we have the ball, we want to build slowly from the back to the press and then, I get what you're trying to do. Okay. I understand. Lower line of engagement. Oh, too low. Too low. Halfway line, right? Wait, standard. Have a higher defensive line. Okay. This is what I would do. We'll see how you play. We'll see how this tactic plays out. Okay. But I wouldn't recommend lower line. Lower line is in your half. Like inside your half. Like you're trying to win the ball here. Here. You want to win the ball here. So in order for you to win the ball near the semicircle, right? Okay. If you set lower line of engagement, you're trying to win the ball after the semicircle. If you want to win the ball near the semicircle or on the semicircle, then it's got to be standard line of engagement. That's it, minimum. Right? You can't go lower. Lower is in my half, right? Much lower is in front of my penalty area. That's the worst. That's like pray to every single, you don't ever want to do that. But we'll play this. Again, we're going to play this and see what happens. So where do we go? Okay, we set the opposition instructions. This is a very basic opposition. It's like Football 101 opposition instructions, right? Not every single club or team will do this, right? Like some clubs might do opposition instructions which don't press the fullbacks, right? But tight mark them instead. So let's just try this instead. So this is a different style. So here we tight mark the fullbacks instead of press them. So we remove them. We try to not say we remove them. We try to remove them as a passing option, right? So that's one. And then okay, what we do is we also show them onto the flanks, right? So we show them onto the right, we show left, right we show left, okay, and left we show right. So you're hitting the pressing angle. Now what about this? We tackle them hard. It's another way of doing it. Okay, so we tackle them hard. We come here, tackle these guys hard. So whenever the fullbacks have the ball, tackle them hard. Don't give them too much time on the ball, right? Trigger press defenders as well. We tackle them hard. Tackle them hard. Whoever's close to them tackles them hard. Okay. meaning go on to the player, like be aggressive on those players. Okay, so wingers, you don't want them crossing the ball, tackle them hard. You want them to lose the ball, tackle them hard. You can tight mark them. Okay, we're gonna tight mark them again. Okay, another pressing trigger. This is another way of setting it up. Okay, there's so many ways. Football Manager gives you options. Okay, so this is even more interesting. Okay, tackling hard. Every defender, every winger that you see, you're gonna tackle them hard. So essentially, you're not allowing them to play on the flanks. You want them to play in the center. Okay, so we come in here. This is a 4-4-2, which is the way you set it up, right? Okay, so you want to win the ball in your half. You have to guarantee you win the ball like this, right? So I will go back inside the opposition instructions, and I will make sure that, because their midfielders are going to come up the pitch, right? So we already set all these up. Okay, when they come in, okay, we're going to see low line. You can also do this, get stuck in and use tight marking here as well, so it affects the whole team. All right, it doesn't affect the P pressing forward, DLF, DLP central. Okay, I'm just looking at your formation. Get further forward, get further forward here. I wonder why. Close down more, close down more, close down more, close down more. Yeah, I wonder why. Side more direct pass out of defense, roll out counter press. Okay, let's go and play this game. Okay, what have we got? We got fullbacks who are saying, screaming, I want to rest. We put Malcute. Mario Rui for somebody. Where's Fuzi? Where's the Fauzi, whatever his name is? Oh, he's unregistered. Wow, we're geniuses, man. We go for the bloody champions. We go for the Europa Cup. We didn't bring him along. Okay. All right. Okay. Never mind. We'll just play with this bunch of players. Hey, Jao, Miguel. How are you, man? Hey, Jamie. Welcome back. Okay. All right. Snow. Damn it. Makes things a lot harder for us. All right. Okay. Man. Okay, I don't want to see the snow. So we go to 2D. Because, damn it, just as bad. Shish kebabs. Okay, sideline. Yeah, I should have changed the color of the ball. Okay. All right, we want to see them. Yeah. In order for you to see the success of your press, right? Your triggers and all that, you're gonna have to look at your defensive line actions, defensive actions, zone map, a possession gain zone map, and all those, all those things. Your defensive actions are all going to be, your majority of your defensive actions are going to be here and here. In that zone is the first two zones, right? Near the goal. All right. So you got to have a lot of this if you want to let opposition teams have the, attack you all the way. And, yeah. And you're going to suffer from this as well. So, yes, we are not entirely happy with defending like this, but we've taken your tactic the way it's been created, okay, and we're still playing it this way. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we got the ball. We're gonna have to change certain things in your tactic. Okay, there's no, see, when you send the tactic in, right, what did you want? Want to start pressing them when they get over the halfway line. By then, we should have committed a lot of places, so we can. By then, they should have committed a lot of places, so we can then press and win the ball and get it for as quick as possible. Okay, when we have the ball, we want to build slowly from the back to invite the pressure. So essentially, you're looking for direct counter attacks, right? And then when you have the ball in your third, you want slow, nice build-up play. You want to go into the opposition half and control and dominate possession. Okay, all right. First up, to do that, your defensive line has got to be high, because you want your defensive line up the pitch supporting play. Right? They cannot be behind. They cannot be behind. There is no way they can be behind. Right? Otherwise, you're going to have a very disjointed attack. You see, okay, the ball is played up. Insigne gets the ball. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully your counter instruction is applied. Okay, he gets the ball. That's because he's a fullback. He's going down the flanks, looks for options, plays it back. Okay. I'm looking at this, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, man. I have to see more of these transitions. Okay, I'm trying to, feel what you want. Okay, you see where it's happened? That's where your first tackle, right? Jesus, he's got no choice. After him is goal already, right? So you apply the challenge there. If you have the ball, okay, slow build-up play. That's what you want. No, you didn't get slow build-up play. You got direct build-up play. You have to also remember that Jesus, the fullback, goes down, crosses the ball. Yep. Again, don't think this is what you wanted. Okay. Okay, ball goes up. Second ball. They haven't committed anybody yet, right? So that's our opposition instructions annoying the living daylights out of the team because they can't pass the ball. Your OIs are marking their players too tight. And they have to launch the ball forward. So that's easy. You gotta pay attention because we have a very aggressive OI setup. Insignia went in hard on a tackle. Alright. Yeah. Again, I'm only paying attention to OIs at the moment. Okay, the ball goes forward. They win the ball back. I'm looking at the players being tight marked again. Okay. Yeah. Yep. He was being tight marked. Okay, the ball gets up. Again, he goes attacking. Lorenzo with the ball. Yep. No chance. Okay. Final third, they're just hoofing the ball. So we have to change. Alright. Okay. Slightly more direct passing. Not really what's happening, right? Lot of hoof. Right, so we're gonna go shorter or we're gonna go standard. We standard tempo. That's fine. Alright. Okay, going to the wings as a first resort. We're gonna drop it We're gonna drop it to narrower. Okay. We're also not gonna play balance. We're gonna play a bit more positive. Yeah, not because I think this is a balance is fine actually. Okay, we do the balance. Balance can be done. Okay, but we'll hang on for a bit. Distribute to fullbacks. Roll it out. Roll it out to who? You got these two coming into the box, and then you got these fullbacks. Wait, I'm confused. You're gonna roll it out to the two central defenders who come into the box, and the first thing to do is kick the ball long. Or to the fullbacks. Okay, so what we'll do is we give them options. Keeper can roll it out to the fullbacks or to the central defenders, right? So the fullbacks will come in as well. Okay. Otherwise, you'll have to end up playing defender to bring the ball forward. Now you got inverted winger, central midfielder on support who's closing down more. DLP on support, closing down more. Winger driving down the flanks with the DLF on support and the pressing forward on attack. Okay, fine. He's looking for options. When he drops in to look for options, he's got option down the flanks. Because central midfielder on support closing down, DLP on support closing down, inverted winger, fullback. It's a very safe tactic though, right? Very, 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 very safe. I will tell this guy to be a fullback on attack. Wait, hang on. Let's change one other thing. Okay, we don't change that. We do this. Higher defensive line now. So we get the fullbacks now. Get them to be a bit more proactive in moving up the pitch. Okay, we just added player or defense. No, we added we dropped this directness of passing, right? And then we added the roll it out instructions as well as playing at a higher defensive line. So we haven't made a lot of changes except for the mentality. Okay, Molitano and the width, right? Okay, nice. Now it's slightly different. Yeah, not a lot. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Okay, go narrow a bit. Yeah, thank you very much. Now we got more players inside the box. Earlier we only had one or two buckle my shoes inside the box. Now we got we got options inside the box. That's nice to see. And we also have a bloody feel it in slow. Yeah, aha. Much better. Okay, we get better build up now. All right, we don't get this because all I did was change width. See the magic when you change width? It's such a beautiful thing. Okay, there we go. Nice bet. There we go. Better football.
Okay, now we're not really scoring goals, but we'll get there eventually. Okay, what we'll do now is, because we're being a bit too, you know, we're trying to force the issue against a weaker team. Okay, let's just be a bit more funky, right? Let's go for cutbacks, go ball into box. Okay. We're trying to recover from the headed goal that they just got. I noticed you have short corner routine too. Okay. You should see a few more. Okay, that's it. I don't think I'm going to make any more changes. The tactic. Hey, there were some really cool games in England, right? They got postponed. I saw the snowfall. There was a crazy amount of snow in England, man, this last weekend. Okay, there we go. Nicely done. Tight marking is being applied. Our OIs are working brilliantly. Okay, what OIs did I use? We can't see it from here. We have to do this. Remember our OIs? In case you guys are wondering, you guys think OIs have no effect? They have a lot of effect. All the OIs. These are all the OIs we're using. We are tackling their backline. We are tackling the wingers when they have the ball. We are showing angles to the players so that they are forced inside. We want them to lose the ball in the center of the pitch, right? And we want to shut them down from using the flanks. Well, we also went a bit more, we didn't change our width, right? Attacking width is still the same. Okay, what else did we do? We raised the mentality, and we made some small minor adjustments to the way we are playing against a weaker opponent. But it's a lower line of engagement, so it's slightly different. So where you go? There we go. Thank you very much. Lose the ball again. Who says OIs don't work? That's how you win the ball. Okay. Well, you can be a nuisance as well, right? Okay, so simple football. Because they are defenders, all these guys, right? We haven't applied any to these guys yet. Okay. So right now we're seeing a lot of cutbacks, right? The guy goes to the flanks and then attempts to do a cutback again and again and again. Bloody nonsensical. Because they are trying to round the keeper too much in pre-patch. I'm hoping when the patch comes out, they will fix that. I'm expecting them to, actually. I'm really expecting them to fix that in the patch. Because there's just too much of the rounding keeper nonsense right now. Okay. So yeah, we raised the defensive line, right? So the fullbacks are in a better position to support our attacks when we go down the pitch. This is just a very basic 4-4-2 that you wanted to build. So I just adjusted the 4-4-2 slightly for you. What's the point of FM to play narrow with more direct passes? If you play narrow with more direct passes, you're just trying to play the ball to specific players or into space, it's just a higher tempo style of passing. Not higher tempo, faster passing. I'm trying to find the word for it. Direct is like to a specific player, right? There we go. See what happened there? People say they don't press. People say they don't tackle. People say they don't do jack shit. Bang. You know what that was? That's an OI trigger. Right, so you have to remember, this is something that's actually working in Football Manager. Just people, I think people are expecting to see like You have to notice angles as well, right? Sometimes I think the angles can be improved. Not all the angles, you know, and I don't think SI intended it to be work 100% like all the time, because they're trying to incorporate a bit of uncertainty, right? So sometimes a player may not be fast enough, or his agility might not be good enough for him to shut down the angle. There we go. Force back inside again. Okay, Schwencher gets the ball. You see, he's only allowed to go inside. He's not allowed to go down the flanks. I don't want him to go down the flanks, right? So we use the OIs to do that. We get the ball out of the pitch. He is going to look for a cutback. Lobotka, no passing options. So Malkut comes inside. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Direct passing and low tempo. Because I'm playing with slightly wider width, so I want my players to play longer passes, but I want to play low tempo. I want to like switch play across the pitch. So like when I go wide, right, I use direct passes, so there's longer passes instead of shorter passes, right? It's like an artificial form of playing on a higher tempo without getting players to run like crazy. So I expect like a player to pass it wide to somebody, then, you know, as we slowly go up the pitch, you know, one more long pass across the other side of the pitch, another long pass. So I'm stretching the other team, but not working the intensity on my side. So I'm not making my team suffer. I make the other team suffer. Then in the last 10 minutes of the match, that's when we normally score most of my goals. So, yep. And just now, you know, apparently in snow, right, it's very hard to score goals. Yeah, we are doing okay in terms of how we're playing. Do we have another scoring option in front? Victor Osimhen, okay, take off Dries Mertens. Lozano is okay. We bring, who else can we bring on? Fabian for, we can bring on, take off Dem, right? Okay, his player traits are not bad as a ball winner. Lobotka, 13. Okay, we put Dem here. And I'll bring on Fabian. Okay. 2 quality players. Okay, Jesus or Fabian. Fabian's got very good passing range. Lozano out to Politano. Politano is also very good inside forward. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying my best to try and see what. Bloody, I hate snow in this game. Ooh, what a goal! What a goal! Yeah, nothing wrong with the tactic. You have to change it a bit, right? But if you want to do counter attacking, is different. This is like this is what you wanted, right? Play from the back nicely, get into position to score a goal, bang. With a 4-4-2, with a low block. And then what I did was I used opposition instructions to influence how other teams have to play. Right? We force other teams to play to what we want them to do, right? We are forcing them to do exactly what we want. And you can't do that in Football Manager 22. It's so easy to do. But we cannot get them to score, right? We can only bring the camel to the water, but we can't force the damn camel to drink the water. Okay? That's as much as we can do. Oh yeah, but my camel is a very ambitious camel. It likes to play the long throw. But it should be fine. Yeah, with this tactic, yeah, you should be okay after this. But we're gonna give you other options with this tactic. You gotta learn how to use opposition instructions, that's all. This we did. I like the way the opposition instructions triggered everything. Sweet. Name of this tactic is Rocco Sifridi. Can you get the same effect with defensive width? Why would no. Defensive width is a strategy, right? Defensive is an entirely different, it's a strategy. It's like telling your players to stand a certain way so that, you know, make more space in the middle. Right? Or make more space on the flanks. That's what defensive does. Physically, it sets the players to make more space. Right? Then you have to combine it with OIs as well. You have to think about how you're going to use OIs to do the press. Look, this year Football Manager 22 is a bit more, it's a bit cerebral when your pressing systems come into play. A lot of factors that go into it. Right? It's not that difficult, but once you think about it, you should be fine. Yeah, you should be fine. But if you play defensive with narrow or wide, what's going to happen is when you play narrow, they're going to come down the flanks, right? So you're going to have to think to yourself, okay, now they're coming down the flanks. When do I want them to be tackled? So what I normally do with that kind of a system is I will apply hard tackling. I won't apply hard tackling to the wingbacks anymore. I'll just do the pressing instructions. So once they come down, we'll activate the press on them. So whenever they get the press, but I don't press the guys in the middle. Then with the defensive with narrow and wide, you have to think about the direction they're going to go in. Then it'll be fine. Okay, so next one we got is rank. Roberto Italiano, are you preempting my Ragnick video? Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Should I do that? Okay. All right, opposition, another 4-4-2. Wow. Okay, fine. We got 2 4-4-2s today. Wow, you guys are all into the Ragnick mode already. Ragnick can play several he's famous for a whole slew of tactics, right? Played the 4-4-2, the 4-4-2 DM, he's played the 4-4-2 box, he's played the 4-4-2 diamond. There's a lot of 4-4-2s in his repertoire. Then he's got the 4-3-3, which he played on and off, and then the 3-1-4-2, 3-4-1-2. The one tactic you don't see Ragnick use a lot is the 4-2-3-1. I think when he was managing Leipzig in 18-19, and this is from the research I did for the video. I think he did something like 55 minutes only for the 4-2-3-1. You know, entire season, he only used it for 53 minutes. Okay. All right. Once again, we're going to do this. We have a heavy set of opposition instructions. We've done it, right? Okay. All right. So we got the opposition instructions all in play. Okay. Oh, okay. Poacher, advance forward, inverted winger, tackle harder, mark tighter. Okay. Nothing. Tackle harder on the DRP. Okay. Sit narrow, tackle harder. Okay. He's sitting narrow, so you want this guy to go run around the camel's ass. He's already. You can tell him to stay wider. You run past him. Okay. Wingback, BPD, double BPDs. One of them in behind a DRP, unnecessary. I would play this as a central defender, not as a BPD. Because he's gonna come up, there'll be a traffic jam over here, right? So this here is fine. Because he will work with the BPD. In case this guy gets further forward, he'll push up, then the BPD will come up with the ball. The DLP will follow and go up the pitch as well, because he's holding position, allowing this role to move a bit further up. Okay, overlap left, wing back. Overlap left will increase the mentality and reduce the mentality here and add the hold up ball on this player. So this guy's gonna go around. Okay, there's a bit of what this needs is a focus play. Right, it definitely needs a focus play, because what you're doing is you're just creating a bit of congestion. Why don't you get the players to shift to the left a bit more when you have the ball? This releases this player out of the on the right to be a target for goal scoring opportunities. Okay. But overall, it's fine, this tactic. There's not many changes you should make to this tactic. Overall, it's fine. If you don't want to play or defense, you don't have to. Standard tempo, faster football. Encouraging the ball to go to the flanks more when you do this. If you don't want, you want a bit more of a build-up play to it, then use a narrow, then they will use ball passes for the ball before it goes up. Okay, so that's basically it in a nutshell. Let's try this tactic. Okay. You play a 5-3-2, and if I select much higher engagement, maximum trigger press, and also OI to the two strategies, I want to press the I can't find so you get better players. That's one. You play a 5-3-2. That's a deep system. That's a defensive system. 5-3-2 defensive system, because they won't go and try to win the ball half the time. Maybe try looking. Okay, then the other thing, yes, you might have to do is look at the roles. Because I don't know much highline and maximum trigger press and also OI to their defenders. Yeah, you'll have to look at the roles and duties as well. And yeah. What the heck? Atalanta is scored out of the game. This is painful, man. This is painful. I mean, default. I'll just leave it for now. If my player reject, how to deal with sudden bad results or huge bad alert? Is it about what? If you got suddenly a bad string of results, right? You should look at your tactic, your system. You should look at trying to. It can be okay. One thing about this game, right? One thing about this game, the way I play the game, is I'm always looking at my stats throughout a season. I'm always paying attention to my players' form. I'm always paying attention to things like dips in average rating versus last five matches. So I'm on top of this before it happens. You are not doing that. So you should start paying attention to this, because if you notice that your players' last 5 matches and his rating is lower than his average rating, the player is losing his form, right? So you have to do something like talk to the player, or you have to rotate, or you gotta be more aggressive in your team talks, right? Stuff like this. Otherwise, if you're not doing that, then because what I do in my matches, right, is I rotate a lot, right? I see this player not playing well, I just put somebody else up there. This tactic, look at how nice it flows, right? Because your system is decent enough. Okay, what we're gonna do is just change one thing. We were unlucky with the throw-in. I'm just gonna add one little instruction here, because I don't think you need to do too much. Okay, focus play. That's it. You can use the left side to release this player. Okay, you're gonna make Politano a very dangerous goal scorer. Alright, then I won't change this tactic. I'll leave it the way it is. Yeah, I just have to apply a bit more OIs to it and hard tackling on some of the roles. You already got hard tackling on some of the roles. Beautifulissimo. He might be offside, but yes, it's offside. It's offside. It's offside. It's a very nice movement, but that's exactly what I want to see happen. For focus play on the left and unlock the right. Exactly what I wanted to see. Right. We already got a transition event. It might be offside, but that's how we're going to score a lot of goals. Politano is going to be a top scorer. Won't be a top scorer, but he's going to get a shitload amount of goals from this, especially in a 4-4-2 like this. Yep, he's going to bang a lot. Guys, look, it's perfectly set up. You've done a very nice tactic, right? Plus, you got a poacher here. He's going to keep the defenders. You got poacher and advanced forward as well. Am I right? I think I see it right. Poach. Yeah. They'll pin the defenders back. So when they pin the defenders back, right? Because poacher is going to be close to the back line, advanced forward is going to be close to the back line. Defenders have got to be on top of them, right? If our inverted winger is going to have more, a bit more freedom. Oh man. Okay. If my player rejects, it's considered another goal. Okay, hold on, let me check this. If my player rejects offers from bigger clubs, this is a sign that he has high loyalty attribute that I can't see. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sounds like he's got high or low ambition. High loyalty or low ambition. He may not want to go to another club. He may not want to be a better player. Okay, we're gonna have to look at this player. And what is his name? Anguisse, whatever. Okay, gonna have to bring in a nice. Okay, let's see. Anguissa is not a bad player, but he's not 100%. Politano is also struggling now. I'm gonna put Lozano here. Wait, hold on. Let's undo that. Yeah, let's choose the right kind of player. Okay, he's lefty. We want a lefty. Right footed. Also right footed. Okay. Bring him on. I have no idea why this eye is up here. There must be a reason why. I think it's... I have no idea. Maybe it's not 100%. Okay. That's one thing I keep forgetting. What else did I want to do? Oh, Anguissa. No, we'll just try that first. Oh, you... Nice. What if you are an amazing player but you just plays average 6.9 as a player or role he's playing? If it's, I mean, we have an amazing player but he plays average 6.9, then you should, then it's definitely going to be the tactic. How you set up the tactic. But sometimes you're going to have other players. He could be an amazing player. Does not necessarily mean that he's always going to get like what, 8s in a game, right? Ratings are a function of how your team has performed as a whole, right? So like this is us playing like dog shit at the moment at the back. 4-4-2 being pulled around everywhere. We've got to change his role to a central defender. This guy, yeah. More often, standard defensive line. Yeah, just leave it like this. We can't use 2 ball playing defenders there. We gotta use 1 central defender. That's 2 games, man, we've lost. So I haven't spotted the change. Anyway, that defender is Jesus. He's not a good defender. He's like a 12. He's like a left back, not even a central defender in our team. So honestly, that should not have been him. He shouldn't have been playing. And we missed a few chances with Osimhen. Stupid. Yes, professional person, so you should have ambition. So he should have ambition, then it could be loyalty. But if he doesn't want to leave the club, yeah, it could be a sign that he's too high loyalty. Do you have any advice of what to do with a player who goes on a sabbatical? I've never had a player who went on a sabbatical, man. First time I'm hearing about it. I didn't know that it was a thing in this game. For players to go on sabbaticals. See, our Jesus, right? He's got no jumping reach. So every time he needs to go out for attack header, right? He can't get there. This guy is actually a fullback. We should have paid attention to that. But overall, the tactic is fine. Yeah, we just chose the wrong central defender for our tactic. This tactic is decent, man. It's not bad. But you want to play a 4-4-2 like this, you're gonna have to look at always make sure that your defenders can win the ball in the air. Our defenders, like, have a look at Jesus. Why is he awaiting media reaction? What are you waiting for, man? Uh-oh. This is like a bug. Holy guacamole, man. The awaiting media reaction can be a bug. Is it an awaiting? I've had this happen to me once on the other version of this game. Yep. Bug tracker. It is a bug. Okay, tested this on the live beta and the other branch, unable to produce this issue. Okay. If you, I have uploaded under underground last save, alright, backup. Okay, GHD. Okay. 100% this is a bug. I just want to check, right? I mean, Yeah, I just went to check all the bugs in the game, some of the bugs in the game. Yeah, man, I've got the awaiting media reaction bug. Wow, thanks goodness I can click that. Apparently, upon requesting meeting to discuss manager's future, attend. Shit, it's my first job. Okay, yeah, okay. Damn it, we might get fired from this job. We've been messing with tactics so long, right? I can definitely go in there and make myself unsackable, but I don't want to do that. We'll see how long we can last with this. Let me should have won. C'est la vie. Such is life. Okay. We'll just pick a new team. All the fun, man. Ragnick-inspired 442. And let's see what we got. Next time what we do in one of these saves is we are going to pre-season it as well. Yeah. Tactic. Okay, we got quick pick. What we got? Kulabali, Manolas, Marcute, Gulam, Insignia, Lobotka, Dam, Politano, Mertens, Lozano, overlap. Okay. Okay. Alright, this is not very Ragnick. Okay. All I'm gonna say is this is not very Ragnick, man. Yeah, this is not very Ragnick. I'll say this. No way, Jose. And he doesn't do this. He doesn't type mark with everyone. He type marks only with like one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8 players. He usually leaves 2 players free. Right? He doesn't time out with everybody on the pitch in order for him to get his pressing traps to work. He's got pressing traps as well. So, right. So this is 100% not Ragnick. Yeah. 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 I mean, whose tactic is this? Load. Yeah. Yeah. It's not Ragnick. It's a Ragnick-inspired system. I can see that, but it's not Ragnick at all. Yeah, I'll do a Ragnick video. I'm actually working on one right now. Okay, let's just assume a Ragnick system, right? Okay, let's just play. Okay, let's just play this. Okay, we're gonna get fired because that 442 is a bit dangerous. Okay, let's go. No, it's not Leipzig season 442. No, even the Leipzig season wasn't like that. The Leipzig season was playing a 4-2-2-2, not a 4-4-2. He was playing a 4-2-2-2. Right, so what he had was a 4 in the bottom. He had a double pivot. He had 2 inverted wingers who came inside the pitch so that the wing backs could go overlap. That's what he had. So this is definitely not the Leipzig 4-4-2. Yeah. So if you want to see, you got a 2D classic, right? When they have the ball. Okay, so so what? And his inverted wingers are like playmakers. Right? There's a lot of inverted. He uses the half spaces very, very nicely. So his inverted wingers are usually somewhere around here. The wing backs are going to do the overlapping runs. So he gives his tactic a bit of that 4-2-2-2 feel. Okay, so now when you lose the ball, see that way. These guys, they're supposed to be a bit more inside. The wing backs tend to bomb up the pitch a lot more. And he doesn't have long passes in the game. There are no long. Ragnick systems don't have a pass that is longer. The progressive pass distance, he's got like passing length is average about 14 yards. Right, so it's not like one from defender all the way to the top. Very Arrigo, and his systems are very inspired by Arrigo Sacchi and Lobanovsky. Right, so there's a lot of central passing back. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, we got off to a good start. Okay, very nice. Okay, we're gonna just tweak this slightly to give you a bit more of a feel. Okay, okay, we're gonna change this too. Okay, make it more Ragnick. Scenario. Okay, that's the first thing we do. Okay, so this guy's gonna shift narrower. Okay, you use fullbacks. Okay, you got Plus you have the overlap. Fine, we'll leave it this way. Second thing is, yeah, he's narrow. No, he's actually this slightly shorter in a higher tempo. His passing length is not very long. He does play our defense though. He does bring the ball out of defense. They work the ball through the tiers and then release the ball. So we'll do this. Okay. We'll go on a positive mentality. And this should be, the gap is actually shorter. So more like a higher line. Either you play like this or you play like this. Now, tighter marking is not across the whole team. But I think my opposition instruction, I can just change it. Okay, let's just come out with this. Yeah, have I discarded all my changes? Okay, positive. Sit narrower. Okay, mark tighter. Okay, done. Mark tighter, sit narrower. Okay, done. Okay, we got this guy. Okay, this guy. Mark tighter. Done. This guy. Mark tighter. Done. This guy. Mark tighter. Done. Alright. All done. Okay, you two mark tighter. Okay, you two mark tighter. These two, I'm not going to ask them to mark tight. Okay, what we're going to do now is this. We're going to create a Ragnick pressing trap. Alright, so I got to do it this way. Okay, so we got this is tackling, this is time marking, right? We're gonna press these guys. We're gonna time out everybody else. Whenever they get the ball, we're gonna tackle them hard. Actually, we just have to press them. Just trigger the press on these two. Okay. Time marking the rest of the team. So they cannot, this is a tree, the back tree is one, they're gonna have a passing option. So we're gonna just apply pressure on these two. Right? And then the rest, we're gonna show foot, time mark. This is time mark. Okay, done. Alright, we're gonna use that. We're gonna use OIs. So we're trying to replicate we're gonna try and replicate, because Ragnick does not type mark the whole team. That's very wrong, right? So you don't use type marking as a team instruction. You have to use type marking as a play instruction, and you have to use the OIs in order for you to get the pressing system that you want from Ragnick systems. I'll get the video done. The video I'm almost done with the video. I've got like three systems I'm gonna look at. The 4-4-2 DM system. None of them are gonna be like hardcore replications. Plus, we're gonna use the Manchester United team. And then I'm going to show you what a Ralph Ragnick setup will be like with a 4-4-2 DM, a 4-3-3, and a 4-4-2 diamond. The three principal systems that he is most noted for. There will be no 4-2-3-1 because Ragnick only have 50. I mean, let me check the numbers. Right, I have his numbers here. How long is okay? I show you this. Right, this is his time at Leipzig. Second monitor. Where are you? Oh, shish kebabs. Damn it. Why did I thought I got it set up? Okay, there we go. This is Ragnick's time at Leipzig, right? The system that is most noted for at Leipzig is the 4-2-2-2-2-2, 650 minutes, right? There are 4-4-2, about half the time. And you go down the list, right? The system that is least one, the one they used the least, 59 minutes for the 4-2-3-1. Right, so all those guys expecting to see United play a 4-2-3-1, it could be a surprise. It could be a surprise in store for you. And then on top of that, a Ragnick-inspired system, if you're going to Manchester United, will also require you to go and get a new one defensive midfielder. Yeah. Of course, we are watching this on we're not watching this on comprehensive highlights, but what you want to see is them leaving one free player. Right, when they have the ball, like if the defenders get the ball, right? We're gonna see where the defenders we'll have to see one of the playouts from the back. But this is what we want to do. The other thing about Ragnick systems is this, right? There's a heavy amount of this focus play instructions. Because he uses his double pivots to create triangular passing patterns like this down the flanks. Right, then he goes for this central pass, like that. Shit. You couldn't see it. Okay, so I switched the thing and I was like this, like that, like this, and then bloody hell, I was on the wrong monitor. Yeah. So what you're gonna have to do with the Ragnick system is you're gonna have to use your OIs. You're gonna have to use play instructions for type marking so they get the Ragnick flow. All right, and you have to get this kind of movement pattern, triangular passing patterns that go on the right flank and on the left flank. It's very important. You don't have focus play, you got no Ragnick system. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, zero chance of a Ragnick system if you do not use focus play. Yeah, and you got zero chance of getting a Ragnick system working if you do not use OIs as well. So you need to use OIs as well because you want to create Ragnick's pressing traps, and you can do it on Football Manager 22. So to do that, you'll have to set up like what I did earlier, right? So you gotta set up the OIs correctly, and then we've done type marking on everybody except the two players in the two central midfielders. So that's basically now we considered. No, we didn't consider penalty, man. I know, I just changed. Okay, so that's basically, I would just do it this way. We do this now. Now we drop the mentality, focus play, overlap, left, overlap. You have an overlap. It's fine. But in order for us to get that, this is a 4-4-2, right? But the inverted wingers in Ragnick systems are the playmakers. They are the creative fulcrums of the team. So, but it's okay. I probably wouldn't use a DLP in this system so that you don't have an issue with that role. Let me look here. Because here I would look at, yeah, DLP is fine. I mean, he holds his position. I don't want to be a purist, but yeah. CM on support is possible with a whole CM on support with a whole position can work with a box-to-box midfielder. So DLP is an easy choice. And he doesn't. The reason why we have to have type marking on the fullbacks is to prevent the switches of play. One of the reasons why Ragnick systems have type, we have to do the type marking this way is his systems are known. He likes to prevent teams from connecting passes in central areas of the pitch, right? So he doesn't want sides to do a lot of. He wants to remove their option to go to do a diagonal and get behind his lines. So a lot of his styles are influenced by Sachi, man. It's the thing that if you do a Ragnick system, you're basically doing a modern day Arrigo Sachi system with a 4-4-2. It's just the same thing. Yeah. Hey, Godspurs, how are you, man? Marking the wingers tightly, definitely, man, Jahid. So far, so good, right? So let's go to key highlights now. See what has happened, right? So there he goes to press. We got all these players marked. See that? He goes to press. He's type marked. This guy is marked. Right? These are the only free players here. There's only the central midfielders are free. There we go. Alright. Go in. Bang. We press him straight away and then we get the ball back. So we only want them to play the ball to these two guys. That's the whole plan. So this is prime Ragnick. Because you win the ball in the center, right? Then you play the central attacking passing patterns. Basically, he's got a lot of progressive passes through the center. And you don't have a lot of like long passes from Ragnick system. You don't get the like, for example, you don't see a deep diagonal. Right, Ragnick, there's no deep diagonal. It's like short vertical passes. So yeah, so we could play the 4-4-2 like this. Then I'll create one Ragnick system. I don't mind DLP Mazala. That's fine. Yeah, this only role I was because Ragnick has got like he loves the half spaces. Right? So he's got players going to the half spaces to support. So we added a focus play. We're gonna get fired, man. We're losing players left, right, and center because somebody called Daljit, you don't have names, is being an idiot. Because he has not. This team didn't do preseason. We just went in. Boom! I'm gonna get into trouble, man. It's zonal. Time marking is a zonal instruction, brother. Yeah. So it's the player closest to him. They'll go in and OI him. They'll type mark him. So if let's say you've OI a striker, for example, right? So you say type mark a striker. So who are the closest players to the striker when he gets the ball, they'll type marking. That's it. That's zonal. Whoever's in that zone. The funerals on Friday, game swing and things today was, oh yeah, man. Hope you recover soon. Yeah. Family's okay. It's been a really tough few months for us as well. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we've done all the tactics. Except now we go into Dropbox to get your tactics, guys. Okay, done. So Leo, you got your tactic in. Okay. I've done this Zhao your tactic, but what we did was we didn't go into the save itself, right? So I just went into we just took the tactic out. Downloads. Where's it? Rio, that's your tactic. Copy. I'll put it here. All right. Okay. There must be one of these, right? I had to be a genius and put it here. Okay, we'll just delete these two tactics. Oh man, I'm in the folder. I can't. Why they have to be a genius, man? Okay, done. There we go. All right. 4-3-3 possession. Inverted winger inside 4, pressing 4, box to box, Mazala, DLP, fullback attack, winger. Short passing player, defense. Okay, fine. Nothing wrong with this tactic. We'll play just fine. Osamo Mataita. I mean, if you already, you can do this, but this is already closing down more. Yeah, it's already maximum already. You can. This is the maximum rate more often. Doesn't mean that he's gonna close down more. I mean, I'm lazy because some of my tactics I like to best with the pressing intensity, which is the reason why I do that. Right. So it still work. We have our OIs are still active. FYI. Yeah, they're still active. So we're gonna do this on all the players, right? So whenever they get the ball, we're hard tackling them. We'll be shutting the angles down using this, and we'll be tight marking all the wide players when they get the ball. Right. So this is the only difference between how you're playing and how we are setting it up. Okay, so we got Fiorentino. Hopefully we don't get fired. We need a lot of wins, man, in a row. Alright. Not selling anyone. About another hour. Alpha, how are you, man? No, you're not sending Alpha, you're not sending me a PvP tactic. Every time I get your PvP tactics, I end up seeing some version of that in our draft competitions. So I'm like, okay, this looks familiar. Okay. But of course you can do it. I mean, I'm just disturbing you guys, that's all. Yeah, rest. All this. Who's this guy? Ramani. Now we got to make sure that our players are half decent when they play. Dem, Sembo, Guisa, okay, Flair. Play short, simple passes. That's fine. Box to box. It's got no flair. Okay. That's fine. Lozano. All right. Okay, we'll play this. We'll see how it goes. And start praying aggressively. Let's hope this works, man. Okay. Right, let's go. All right. And we are away. We're in already got the first shot. And there we go. Nicely done. Mario Rui. Back to them. This tactic is fine. I don't see having to change this tactic at all. Alright. Like, the only thing I added was OIs, right? That's the only thing I added. I haven't changed anything else. The only thing in this game that's different are my OIs. Okay, this is all done. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. This is fine. I got a lot of tactics that look like this. Yep, this you don't always have to have counter on. Okay, so you counter press, you win the ball back. You're not looking for a goal. You're not looking for a goal scoring opportunity straight away. That's what you're doing. If you do counter and counter pressing, yes. Valkyrie, yeah, fine. I mean, like looking at the way the tactic is being set up, yeah. This is a good tactic, man. What would I do? Okay, if there's anything, right, I might just go, since I've got a goal scorer here, I might just do this. That's about it. Focus play down the right. That's it. That's the only thing I might add, because I might want to do an overload on one side of the pitch and then make sure that the inside forward gets more goal scoring opportunities with diagonal passes. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, nothing else, man. And then we get the tight marking. The poor guy, man. Manola is asking for trouble, but you see what happened, right? Both the players went in hard. They didn't give him room to breathe. Both of them went in, boy, at the same time. Poor guy. He's like, shit, I got extra special attention today. Okay, let's go. Come on to sideline view. We can watch more of the game. I just got the Champions League group stages with the tactic. I just uploaded. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Have a look at it. Okay. Ciao, Miguel. Oh yeah, I have. There's a game changer section on for the game. Yeah, for game changer. Then I'll do the whole save game. But I looked at your tactic just now, Joe. Yeah, most of the tactics I received today, they're quite good. Usually the tactics I get from Discord generally they're quite decent. Yeah. I haven't come across a tactic I needed to like, oh my god, we have to like make so many changes to it. Very rare. The Discord tactics are always very good. It's not like if I'm having a bad run like on the show like this, yeah, I just take one of your Discord tactics and just sit down here and have a chat with you guys, because there's nothing much for me to do except add one instruction. That's it. What we did was add a focus play. See, I like this. Two central defenders in front behind a DRP. Not too confusing. Not too we don't overcomplicate it too much. That's a stupid goal to concede, man. And it's offside. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I like this tactic because also, if you're looking at the quality of the chances that we're creating, is damn good, man. Quite a lot of good chances are coming from this tactic. Play the focus play right now. Look at this guy, he's free as a bird. All you gotta do is find him now. That's it. Yeah. What are we gonna do? I'm like not changing any more of this tactic. It's just too good, man, Leo. Come on. Right, let's go to key highlights and just let it go. Yeah. Can we speed things up? Okay. All right, we'll speed things up. There's nothing to do here except watch all the goals go in. Yeah, we have to look after our players, right? That's what we can do. Okay. Lozano come off. We'll bring somebody else on. Matteo Politano was the wrong move. Okay. Then we will just go Malcute. We'll take him off. We'll bring on Lorenzo. What else can we bring on? Yeah, whatever. Okay. We're just changing. We're just bringing this bar at the bottom of the screen. Okay, what else can we do? Anybody else? No, nothing. Okay, what we can do is we can look after our players. Well, boom. Okay, done. Lower the tempo. Yeah. Pure Fiorentina. They're getting players sent off. Okay. Napoli quickly moving up the table. Thank you. Ye of no faith. Don't know what our Discord tactics are like. Okay. That's it. Nice tactic, Leo. Nothing else to do. I don't know why they might not be showing up for you guys. Yeah. For me, they show up. Okay, let's go. We're playing Racing Club next. Okay, so this is the time when we've gone through all your tactics in the Discord. Oh, wait. We got 2 more now. Okay. Tuska went strong. Alright, got 2 more tactics to look at. Alright. Wait. Okay. Done. Okay, let's take a look at the 2 tactics. 4-2-3-1 basic. Wait, let me see if there's any notes that came with this tactic. 4-2-3-1 basic. OG. Okay, we got 2, right? So we got Oscar, your tactic, and yes, okay, let's look at this. I'm not gonna play with both tactics here. Okay, so we're gonna come in here, we're gonna look at Hornware as well. This year, how much we got Champions League stages? I don't know if you noticed, but at least for me, the specific OS is set up. Try to manually set them up. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. With some people say so AP. Now after you got these 2, these guys are coming in. Okay. Regista. Okay. Pushing up. Got ball winning midfielder very aggressively winning. This is a very defensive tactic, right? Our number teams, and then you bring the ball up with these guys. This guy is mobile. This white centre back is coming here to support play. And then you use the movement of the F9 to create goal scoring opportunities for you off the work of the AP. Okay. And because you're using an underlap instruction. Why would you use an underlap instruction? Underlap, there's nobody here to score goals. Like, there's no one here, right? Unless you're telling me that the wing back is going to make phenomenal runs from here, or the register is. I mean, I would just remove the underlap. It does have the effect of increasing this guy's mentality, but if you want that, just go for overlap. It goes around him, that the AP is still going to hold his position. That at least the AP has got options. That's something that I would add to this. That's about it. But as far as opposition instructions are concerned, I mean, if I would use the same opposition instructions, yeah, they just play out the same way. So if I wanted to, I'll just do this AP on support. All right. play the overlap instead of underlap. That's it. I wouldn't change anything else about the tactic. Yeah. Then we've got I don't. This guy brings the ball out. This guy brings the ball out. This guy brings the ball out. So you got three fellas in the middle doing all that for you. Okay. Sometimes you might want to think of using this as central defender. That's it. Alright, sometimes. Yeah, I did the oil tactic right at the start of the show. I did the oil tactic. The very first tactic we did was the oil tactic, man. Jao Miguel. The very first tactic. Okay, so central defender. Sometimes you can do this. Alright. If you're gonna be losing the ball in the middle. Other than that, no, there's no need to change anything else. Yeah, you focus. If you want to you can add a focus play to the right. So your players shift up, right? So when center back comes in, Regista will. I mean, you already got the players here, so you probably don't need a focus play. I don't think you need. No, you don't need a focus play. What you can also do here is you can ask him to sit narrow. Okay, attacking playmaker sits narrow. Wingback does a natural overlap. And then you create a lot of overloads in the center on the right side of the pitch. And you can go score goals. That's how I set up your tactic. Okay, the 4-2-3-1, this is Oscar's tactic. Okay. AF inside forward, AM on attack, DLP. Okay, this is a front foot tactic. What I mean by a front foot tactic is this: you're gonna win the ball high up the pitch with these two. This guy needs to get further forward. Or you need to play him as a wingback on support and tell him to dribble less. That's it. Okay, but the problem you have here is he might be too disengaged from the inside forward. So you might end up losing a lot of balls here. So either you play a wingback on support or you play a fullback on support. And then you apply the TIs that you want. Like take few risks and cross from deep. But if you play a fullback on support as it is right now, disengaged. You're going to lose the ball a lot of the time in this area. This is fine. This is fine. Alternatively, what you can also do is change his role to a ball playing defender. So he brings the ball out and you play this guy as a central defender. However, there's also, so don't try to put a central defender behind the DLP, ball playing defender on the other side. So that when he brings the ball up, and you got DLP, right? So you can now. This combination might make a bit more sense. Slightly direct. You're gonna see a lot of longer passes. So you got a ball playing defender who might play the long pass this way now instead of just going this way. Alright, so if you play the ball playing defender here, he'll go this way. Sometimes you got a fullback here. So this is how I set it up. I'll just change that. Other than that, yeah, this is fine. Roam from position is okay. You have a fullback coming in on this side, and then you're going to try and use these two to unlock goal scoring opportunities down the right. It's okay. It's okay. DLP and inverted wingers, sometimes they're going to argue. They're going to have an argument between themselves on who's going to create a goal scoring chance, right? Both these players might get into this kind of situations. So you can sometimes play in that kind of a situation, you can actually play a DLP with play short simple passes. It sounds insane, but it's possible. What will happen is there's a high inclination that you'll play the short simple pass, and this player will then play the long diagonals. Then you can get two kinds of players there. You can play both of them as players that can play those kind of passes, but then you might get a lot of situations where he might preemptively try a pass that's not necessary. Yeah. I played with 3-4-3 defensive. Yeah, it will leave a lot of gaps. If you play defensive wingers here, it will leave a lot of gaps. But that's different. That's a draft mode. It's not the same as this. Yeah. If you want a wingback to be more aggressive in this tactic, play him with an overlap. Well, if you put defensive wingers here, you'll be too far. You'll be like a bit. I mean, this is a bit strange. It's too close. So you gotta use wing backs here. You can't use defensive wingers. If you want to go defensive winger, you gotta go the defensive winger route. There's no point, man. There's no point. Yeah. All right, so but this, on the whole, this just makes small tweaks. You don't have to make major changes to this tactic. It's already quite a good tactic. All right, so let's go take a look at what we've got from the rest of the community. File requests. Public. What do we see here? Holy guacamole. We take one tactic from one person. Wenstrom, I've seen your tactic already, so we'll delete this. Wait, I'm gonna have to pick and choose. Okay, so we're gonna have Danielle, Mark, Picomini, Kim, Leodet, we've done your tactic. Daniel, Bosch, Byzantium, Ugo, Ini, Mini, Mini, Mo. Okay, this one. Kari, yours, Cobra. Okay, done. Let's go. This is from all of you watching the show right now. Okay. We'll play, I'll just do a random, pick one of your tactics up, and then we use that tactic. And then after that, you know, we'll go with the rest. What the arena is going on? Download, brother. Thank you. Oh, sorry. It's got a different name. BYT FM22 public tree zip. Okay. BYT, and that's the one. Extract files. Let's go. Down documents. Let's find ourselves Sports Interactive. Let's get into this little folder. SI, yes, I know. Sure, I shouldn't be having too many of my folders. Don't worry. I've had some weird ass crashes in the past. Okay, so where you go? So BT, that's the one. Okay, with all these tactics here, we've got a 4-3-3 trying to counter with short passing. Huh? How does that work? How do you counter with short passing? I mean, counter is in your half, right? And then unless, okay, this is interesting. We're gonna see this tactic first. Okay, it's got a bit of a write up. So okay, let's do the write up, because when people do a write up, I need to play. Hi, trying to pull out a tactics that counter attack with no short passing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, in this case, what you have to do is this. Ryan defense. Not dribble less. Because you got short, and then you got fairly wide. What's the point of going fairly wide? Because you're gonna encourage longer passes to no man's land. Right? So drop your width as well. Yeah, this is fullback on attack, wingback on attack. A lot of attack duties in this tactic, right? You just, every time you lose, you're gonna lose the ball, because your line of you're basically saying, I want my fullbacks high up the pitch to support all my attacking transitions. Right? And then when you lose the ball, you want them to basically this is okay. Let's do our geography lesson, right? Okay. Imagine you're telling your defenders, okay, we want to go from the north to the north. We are in the South Pole, you want to go to the North Pole. Your wingbacks are going to sprint all the way to the North Pole, and then immediately when you lose the ball, they're sprinting all the way back to the South Pole. So they go North Pole, South Pole. Essentially what you're doing with these guys is you're making them get so tired so fast by this aggressive style, right? This is going to influence these attacks of theirs. They're just going to bomb up the pitch like there's no tomorrow, and then they're going to run all the way back. I mean, do you have those kind of players, man? I don't. This is going to do that, and you're going to have a lot of issues. But what you're doing, higher tempo, so chances are whoever gets this ball is going to look at these players first. Okay, we're going to save. I mean, if we get fired, we get fired. We're going to play a tactic, and I don't know if I can perform a miracle in the short amount of time that I have. Right? Yeah. Let's just play this game. Anyway, luckily we're playing gang. We'll see. I mean, Gonk, right? You should have no issues, right, against them. Let's go. Send it to my inbox. You're gonna get fired because we didn't go for a meeting. That's actually happened to me. I didn't go to a board meeting and got fired. because I was too eager to see the next day. So I forgot the bot wanted to meet up with me. I just hit continue blindly. Next thing you know, thanks for all the fish. You're out of a job. Okay, let's go. Big. Okay, that's it. For Mertens, Mertens. Okay. Now we don't use Mertens, man. We don't use Osimhen. Okay. Fabian, Lobotka. You can use Fabian. Okay, Mario, Rui. These are fast players. Yeah, Di Lorenzo is okay. Mario is fast. Fabian is decent. Zelinski is a roaming playmaker. No. I want to give you I want to make sure that we got strong players here. Okay. Do you have any PIs? No. Okay. All right. I'm gonna play this. We'll see what happens. Then we're gonna change. But we're not gonna do this for all the tactics. We're gonna just pick a few of them and we'll do that. Okay. It's comprehensive. Let's drop it down. We want quick counter attacks. First highlight is not ours, it's theirs. Gong against Napoli. Okay. So we're waiting to see us lose the ball. Look at this, right? This is a goal. Press out, goes forward. This is attack duty. It's just gonna run, get into the box. We lose the ball. Okay. Now, where's the counter attack? Short passes. No. You see where our players are? They're gonna have to run with the ball. There's no counter attack. Right. So if we scored a goal, that's quick passing into the box, but it's offside. Should be offside. Oh, it's not. It's good. Okay. All right. This is just quick 1, 2. Done. Okay. That's all your shot passing into the box. Oh, I'm waiting to see how they win the ball inside the box. I mean, in here. Yeah, this is the thing I worry about your tactic, right? Over time, right? These guys are going to get damn tired. These two. Okay. Now let's win the ball back. I want to see them win the ball. Okay. And what's the counter attack? Right? All the guys are so far forward. They're going to have to run with the ball. See that? Okay. That's not a counter attack, right? That's the first one. Okay. Because in the game, right, counter attacks are triggered two ways. One is AI generated, and the other one's by your tactic. That's that's a counter attack. Okay, everybody saw the attack duties all flying up in the pitch. Okay, so it's very aggressive. Getting to the final third, nothing's happening. Okay. Okay, so what can we do? All right. Okay, I added run and defense, right? Yeah, I removed your dribble S. I added run and defense. That's the only thing I did. Okay. No wonder we have the run. It's okay. I'm still looking at a much higher line of engagement and it's still panicking. This lower line of engagement, you win the ball in a half and then you're using the running off the ball to go get up the pitch. That's your width right now. Okay, so I'm going to change this now. Oh, it's standard really. Sorry, my bad. Hey, who's coming up there? Yeah. Your wingbacks went up the pitch really quickly and we lost the ball. Right, it's okay. And then during the transition, we're not protecting our fans. This is against Gong. I mean, against a really good team, we're going to get punished. Okay. This is against a team that we should be expecting to beat. But against good teams, no, it's not going to work. Okay, so what we can do, okay. This is what I can do with this tactic. Sit narrow. Sit narrow. Turn it to wingbacks on support. Turn it into wingbacks. Both of you wingbacks on support. Now what I'm going to do is I'm use the overlap. No, underlap. Okay. The wider players are going to wait for us, players on the inside to win the ball back. Yeah, we're going to roll it out. I'm going to drop the line of engagement to higher. Lower is fine. Prevent shot will get stuck in. Use tighter marking. Okay. I just dropped the defensive one just a bit so that we don't screw things up. But now I'm going to get them higher up the pitch supporting play. Right. And then if we do get a counter attack, right? We're going to use... do I have counter attacks on? Yeah, we do have counter attacks on. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's all. That's the only change I'm going to make. So wing backs, I'm going to add narrow on the inside forward and the inverted wingers so they come in like this. And then the wing backs, when they overlap, right, there's a lot of width coming to wing backs. Now, if you're thinking, I want to see central focus, right? Central passes. I want to see more central passes in the final third, right? Okay. So you got roaming playmaker. You want to see these guys making passes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna you wanted short passes. I mean, okay, I'm gonna give you 2 short passes for you. Okay, so that's it. Be more disciplined now. Let's play through the middle. I don't have any reference material for the magnificent Magyars, man. No, don't have anything. Yeah, to go and do a research on the Hungarian Magyars team is gonna be gonna take a long time to look at that. Plus, on top of that, you got anytime you want to try and replicate a system from before the offside rule, you gotta think about how the game is gonna react to it. So there's one of the reasons why liberos was removed, right? I mean, the libero, the sweeper system. Yeah, we can't use the sweeper system in Football Manager. So yeah, this is. I mean, if you want to create like a counter-attacking tactic, like play it like this, you can't really create a short passing counter-attacking tactic, if that makes any sense, right? So you normally, if you're looking for like one touch passing patterns ripping through the middle, it's gonna be very challenging. Right? I mean, I probably might even go this route, false 9. This guy drops in, then we got other options. So then you got like a false 9 dropping in, and you get a lot of central movement, and you might get a lot of like short passing options, which is a bit like strange because you want to create a short passing counter-attacking system, which is kind of, I mean, I find it is a bit strange though. But yeah, this is how they implement it. So let's go, and we're done with this tactic. So I'll drop your defensive line. Otherwise, you're gonna get your wingbacks into trouble. This isn't my tactic, it's the next one. I can't remember whose tactic this is, but yeah, this is 4-3-3 trying to Cobra VNR. Yeah, whoever this is your tactic. I thought I done your tactic already. We did your tactic just now. Earlier. Yeah. This all, you see, when we get an F9, we draw team's players away as well. So yeah, we get a lot of movement. That's a counter-attacking goal. A lot of short vertical passes. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next tactic. Okay, yeah, okay, we got public tree. Sir JW, Pico Mini Kim, Cobra San, Pico Mini Arif, Ugo, Byzantium, Daniel Bok, Daniel, and Mark. These are your tactics, right? We've already done a few others just now. We've done this tactic, Leonardo, Leo, your tactic was done. Okay. We get this Alpha, your tactic, your Honvet tactic. We looked at your tactic already. Right, this is the one we looked at just now. And then now we're gonna be looking at. Oh man, I'm getting lost. Okay, we'll look at this 4-2-3. We're gonna look at this Pep wannabe. And next tactic is Pep wannabe. Try to use channels house space greater than one of the players. Don't use the first on E. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, double mazalas. You don't really need double mazalas, right? You can. There's no reason to have like double mazalas. If you have the players for it, a player can. You just need a role playing in the half space. That's all. So there are two roles that you can use. You can use the mazala or the carrillo. The carrillo isn't a bad role, right? There's nothing wrong with the carrillo. The carrillo is very creative. If he gets into the opposition area, if he's got the trait to get into the opposition, he can also be a very good goal scorer. Pep wannabe, this will probably be something like a DLF on support, right? So you get better movement in your final third. Otherwise, a lot of 4-3-3s have this problem. And this is an attack duty. You only score against teams that are attacking you. Otherwise, you struggle. So you want to use like roles like deep line forward and support the F9. Inverted winger Mazala is going to punch through the middle. So if you want the Mazala to punch through the middle and work the half spaces along with the inverted winger, now this combination is terrible. You want to use if you want to use an inverted wing back, this role should be a winger. If you use an inverted winger along an inverted wing back, they're always going to be the same channels. And then you got a Mazala. All of them are going to be the same pocket of space. So when you're trying to create goal scoring opportunities, you might end up seeing yourself, oh man, why aren't I creating good goal scoring opportunities? So either you use a winger here, or you use best role is the winger, or you use an invert. If you use an inverted winger, you're gonna have issues. DLF, winger, Mazala attack going to the middle is fine. You can even use a Carrillo here or box to box midfield. You don't have to have two double Mazalas. If you have Mazalas, they'll be working left and right. So what you want to do is you want to do this focus play left and right. So you work using the flanks as well. The DM here is fine. Underlap right. Now, you see when you do an underlap on the right, you're hoping only for the Mazala to get the ball, which is a bit risky, right? You might, because the inverted wingback is going to encourage him. You're inflating his mentality, and you're also hoping that this guy is now you put an inverted winger here with the Mazala. Yeah, that's a bad move. Inverted wingback is going to come through, Mazala is going to come through, then you're going to have all this, a lot of congestion here. So go winger, Mazala, inverted wingback. You can still use the underlap instruction. Then he will try and look for passes inside. Yeah, with the Mazala. DM. Carrillo is fine. You can use a Carrillo, you can use a box-to-box midfielder. If you use a Mazala, you might get too much roaming going on in the center, especially since you're using a DM on support. So yeah, I would try to use a simple role. You can even use a AP on support here as well. Box to box. Reason why I went Carrillo is because he has the natural stay wider. It's already hard coded. So I'll go with that. I will remove all these PS, shoot more often. If you did get further forward in any of these roles, you're making a mistake. Why? You can train a player with the player trait, right? Gets into opposition area. If he's got good goal scoring, then he'll get into the final third. IF, sit narrow, tackle harder. If you got sit narrow here, this guy's gonna do a natural overlap. Get tackle harder is fine. Invert the wing back. Taking furious in dribble S. Okay, that can work. Dribble S. That can work. Yeah. Then if you're doing dribble S, do this. Drop the width to narrow. Because if you do the dribble S, you're going to lose the ball a lot. Right? But if you have this fairly narrow, they will use the ball passes. They'll look at that. They will pass the ball inside. They won't go wide for the first opportunity. At the first opportunity. What this guy can definitely do is ask you to stay wider. He does a natural width because this guy's coming inside. This guy's going to go out. This guy's going to be the half spaces. You're going to get a nice movement on the left side. Now, depending on where you want your principal creation to be, if you want it to be the right, play with focus play on the right. If you want it to be on the left, play with focus play on the left. But this can work. Yeah, can even run a defense. Can even add that. Yeah, I don't see any problems with that. Okay, your line of engagement, you don't need to do this. This should be a plan, right? Otherwise you're inviting them down the flanks all the time. Leave it here, right? In most cases, right? High defense, much higher line of engagement is okay. Yeah, with this particular setup is fine. Use tighter marking, prevention, goalkeeper distribution. This instruction is going to trigger a whole bunch of players, 4 of them. Pay attention to which 4 happens in the game. Now, the only time you are going to be worried about this is if you have a player who's got like 0 for tackling, like he's hopeless at tackling, then in that case, you might struggle with this tactic. Quite big, man. All right, so you're going to have issues here. All right, so let's take a look at the next tactic that you guys sent in. 4231 Sir JW Pico Mini Kim. Let's look at your tactic. Ooh. Complete forward support. Very expensive role. Do you have players for this? Because he's going to drop. This guy is going to drop when he's going to bust the gut. So you need 2 really good players for this role. Attacking means balls are going to go up the pitch really quick. Fairly wide, they're going to go to the flanks. You're going to lose the ball a lot. Drop this. Then you can use they will add focus play left and right. Okay. All right. Or focus play left. At least use the focus on this side to work the ball up the pitch. He will drop. These 2 guys get up the pitch. In fact, I would go inside. Okay, this is fine. I mean, you can even use an inside inverted winger here in this position, right? Right. So you can use an inverted winger. Or you can get this. Yeah. He's not going to be a principal goal scorer, but you can use an inverted winger in this position. This guy is going to bomb up the pitch naturally because he's got the width. This is a DLP and this is a volante. Volante on attack is just going to bomb forward. Okay. Fullback on support is a neither here nor there role in this tactic. Okay. He will come up some of the time, but he's not going to give you very good support with the volante. I would change his role to a wingback on defense. A wingback on defense is not going to work in the final third. He's just going to come up here, be perfect foul for the volante on attack because he's going to offer support. But what he's going to do, which is very interesting, he's going to hit the early cross, and he got players in the area to receive that. Now up top, the complete forward is a roaming role. He's going to go here, he's going to go there, he's going to come here, he's going to come here, he's going to go all over the shop along with the trequartista. You could go for something a lot simpler like a deep line forward and support who just holds up the ball and plays around. So it's not a very difficult role to fill. So if you find that you're struggling for players, I'll just go DLF on support with the trequartista. That's fine, right? Because this role does almost exactly the same things. He goes left, he goes right, he also drops deep, right? But he doesn't require such an expensive player because to fill that role is going to take a lot of effort. So you can go DLF and support trequartista, inverted winger, inside forward. Inside forward is actually FM22 until the patch comes out. It's okay. He's going to be like a winger. You have to expect that. So what I will probably do is with this role, I'll tell him to do this, sit narrow. So now he cuts, he sits here. This wingback is going to do a natural. I'm going wide. Stay wider. Okay. I don't understand why it's not there. Okay, but he's going to go boom, 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 boom down the flanks. He's going to be here in this position, right? Got Volante coming up this way. Got wingback on defense. So what does this guy do? He's already hitting the early crosses. You know that? Okay. So if he does the early crosses, he's going to come in here. He's going to go this way. Bang for the ball. He's going to go this direction. You can play attacking. That's fine. It's a bit risky. A lot of your balls are going to go up the pitch really quickly. Go positive or balance, right? You keep the ball a bit more effectively. Distribute quickly is only a good idea if you want the ball to go up the pitch very fast. If that is the case, drop this. If you drop this, what's going to happen is the moment they get a chance to release the ball, they release the ball early and it goes up the pitch. In which case, you're playing target man on support or pressing forward on support. You want this player to be very close to the defensive line, putting pressure on them, because the trequartista is going to drop deep and attack the box. So these are the options you have with your tactic. Other than that, this is how you got to think. Play out defense means these two guys will drop close to your defenders when you get the ball, pushing these two guys high up the pitch. Right, so you can do that. Decide as well, if you want to distribute quickly, how do you want to distribute the ball? The best way to distribute the ball, you have to look at your players, because you could go to the flanks, but these guys are too far away. So my option, this distribute quickly is quite dangerous, no? Because he might just do long kicks for you. So I'm not too big a fan of this instruction. If it's meant to be counter-attacking, right, then man, you might as well play with a yeah. No. I don't think this is gonna work, man. Distribute quickly. It's gonna be dangerous. I would go distribute to the flanks. But even then, I'm very hesitant. Because you might give the ball away too easily. Right? Let your keeper decide. Because the football is going to be long passes in this game and higher tempo. Yeah. But you got to have a lot of early balls in this tactic. If you use a complete forward with good strength, you don't know what to hope for with that kind of a role, because he does everything. Yeah. He's going to decide. You see, if you want a player to hold out the ball for other players, then use a DLF. Right? Don't use a complete forward and hope, because he's going to do lots of things. You don't know what he's going to do. That's a problem. So you need a player with good decision making. It's very expensive. I would never use a complete forward unless I'm willing to take a chance with a lot of roaming. And I only do complete forwards in tactics which are camping. I never use a complete forward in a counter-attacking role, because he's just going to add nothing to your tactic. Every time is he going to hold out the ball? Is he going to go to the flanks? Is he going to play as a poacher? Is he going to play? You see, he can do loads of stuff. That's the problem with the complete forward. So this is fine like this, as it is, right? So I wouldn't change too much with this tactic. But I definitely remove distribute quickly. It's not going to help you. Higher defensive line pushes these guys up the pitch, which is fine. You need that. You can actually do this. Much higher line engagement. Get them to press higher the pitch. So that you force the team. You get these two guys winning most of the balls. Right. Yeah. This is fine. You can even go tight marking and get stuck in. That's an option. Yeah, definitely can work. It's a structured tactic. Then the ball is going to go out very quickly. I'm a big fan of. You can even play target man or attack trequartista. It can work, no? This tactic. Very well. Then your quick instruction makes sense. If you play with a target man or attack with a trequartista inverted wing up, and you play a goalkeeper, you're 100%. I would think of a quick release. And maybe one NCB, then the ball goes long. Then you got two options. DLP, you play the ball early, or the goalkeeper is going to play the ball early. Right? But it depends on the roles. As it is right now, no. Yeah. All right. All right, next tactic. What have we got? Saka, El Gato, Arif, Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal. Engash. Oh, yeah. This role, right now, Football Manager 22. Look at all this nonsense we can do with this guy. Hey, one of these days, I tell you, with all the abuse that these play instructions are getting, I won't be surprised that one of these days, in the nearby future, SI removes all these options because of people like me. I don't know if a lot of people are using it. I don't think so. Engash is basically a role that holds up the ball and other players play off him. So what do you need? You need movement in this tactic, right? You got nobody dropping deep. Engash has got no love coming from this guy. He's not going to help him out. You got one guy who might come up this way. That's about it. CM support, but he's a pivot. He's not really going to do this all the time. You got invert inside forward here and got inverted winger. So your problem is there's nobody working with the Engash. The only person who might be working with the Engash is this player. But who is he holding up the ball for? All right, so If you want to play an Engash in this tactic, use inverted wingbacks. Use a Mazzala. Use an Engash. Then you get the Mazzala going up, the inverted wingback coming here, inverted wingback coming in, one support duty here. Yeah, we gets into opposition area. Engash is gonna love it because he's got a lot of players to play off him. So he's just there like a traffic warden, traffic police officer. Those traffic police officers going like, okay, you go this way, you go this way, you go that way, you go this way, you go this way. All that will come out. Okay? Because he's in the middle directing traffic. But it won't work if there is, it won't work like this. Right? So it definitely won't work like this. So you want to do something like an Engash based tactic, it's very different. Engash based tactics need a lot of movement and your tactic isn't giving any. So what do I do if I want to do an Engash based tactic? I'll go roaming playmaker on support, probably ball winning midfield on support. Okay, then I get this guy attacking. Okay, this guy attacking down the flanks is one thing. This guy coming here. This guy becomes like this is total Engash based tactic, right? Okay. Or maybe you're round out on attack. Okay. Go round out and attack, inverted wingback coming here, ball winning. Oh man, we can do this even. Okay. Go do an inverted wingback on support. Now inverted wingback comes in here, inverted wingback comes in here. This guy can be we can actually play a Mazzala. Okay, Mazzala coming here. This is a very attacking tactic. But now I got inverted wingbacks coming into the pocket. Mazzala going this way, right? Raumdauter going this way to attack. Engash is playing the traffic warden because the DLF is going to drop this way, right? When the DLF moves this way, it makes space for the Raumdauter, it makes space for the inverted winger, right? This is a camping tactic. Roaming playmaker ends up here. Engash is going to give him the ball once in a while. Inverted wingback comes up here, inverted wingback comes up here. Engash have got very specific ways of playing, right? So you're not gonna get a lot of love out of the Engash in any other way. So let's look at other options for Engash. Okay, other options I have for Engash is this. Okay, if we go wingback on attack, you see, you wanna use Engash is gonna be a very aggressive tactic. But let's keep this okay, DLP box to box, okay, so you can work the Engash. Okay, wingback coming in. Okay, now we do this like this, inverted wing on support. We tell him to sit narrow because we got somebody coming down the flanks. Boom, this guy. Okay, this guy should be like a inside forward on support. Alright, I got this guy coming in. You got this guy dropping. So now we got roll dropping. We got this guy coming in here, right? We got this wingback coming around. We got DLP holding and a box-to-box midfielder. Okay. Again, this is going to be something like, okay, it can be balanced. We're definitely going to have low crosses. We're going to have to keep the ball and work the ball up the pitch. Play our defense, pass, focus play to the middle. Work ball into box, low crosses. Run a defense. Got a lot of PIs. Why have I added all these PIs? We go narrow, right? Everybody's closer together. We go ball into box, right? Everybody's gonna come together and encourage more passes in the middle. What we have here? We have this guy playing as a Engash, right? So I think I want to tell this Engash, we're gonna tell him he's gonna hold his position. He's holding this position, waiting for other players to play off him. That will happen when these wingbacks come up the pitch. So the wingbacks are going to be attacking down the pitch. That's why we got this sit narrow instruction. And then we can do this, we can keep the ball out of possession. Yeah, we're not playing Engash. That's it. We're playing very high up the pitch, putting a lot of pressure with the Engash-based system. Yeah, so this is how we would set up with an Engash-based system. So I would not use it the way you want to use it, right? You gotta have Arif. There's a lot of work that goes into an Engash-based system. All right, now we done Pep Wannabe. I think we've done this, right? We done this. Okay. Now what have we got? We got a 4-4-2 Byzantium. This is nice. Okay. Target forward, Bobo. Okay. Wing back. Politano, Lobotka, Fabian, Insignia, Osimhen, Dem. Fabian Lobotka, Politano, Insigne. Okay, Insigne here, Dem here, Fabian Lobotka, Politano, Dem. Dem, Fabian. Fabian can come here. Dem can come here. Lobotka. Off the ball. Jack shit. Lobotka. Come see the vertices no person. Okay, you got no left foot, right? Shit, you're gonna be a problem playing here. Target forward, okay, you got absolutely no jumping reach. What about you? He's got some jumping reach. Okay, fine. We're gonna use this tactic and you'll play with it, okay? Just for the fun of it. You haven't played with anything. Okay, focus, play our defense, bum. Okay, counter pressing, done. Okay, what is this? Counter pressing without giving the instruction. Distributing, the goalkeeper doesn't know what to do. Sweeper keeper, oh, no. Sweeper keeper don't play dangerous. Otherwise, the sweeper keeper is going to hoof the ball, right? You got ball playing defender. No. We want the sweeper keeper to play our defense. Might as well tell the sweeper keeper where to play the ball to, right? Much higher line of defense. Of course, you don't have to do that, but I would recommend being specific with the sweeper keeper because sometimes the sweeper keepers they make mistakes with the passing. They screw up the passing instructions. Okay, now you see we're playing a 4-4-2 with your tactic. Okay, I didn't make any. I made very minor changes here. I think. Yep, goalkeeper. Yeah, I think I made some minor tactics. We kept balance. We added the distribute instructions. Yep, that's it. Not too many other changes. Actually, you don't need prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Plus, we have OIs from here to Yazoo. We have OIs from here to Yazoo. Remember my OIs that I set up earlier in the show? The same OIs are kicking in. What's the difference between positive and attacking mentality? Risk. We're taking a bit more risk. Don't worry about the mentality is just a function of risk, but you pay attention to what the rules are doing. That right now we're just playing on balance, right? That's all. So it's a 50-50 set. With a 4-4-2, it's fine. Using the OIs, they're not too bad. Oh man, that was a good save from the keeper, man. Okay. The 4-2-3-1 is a bit of a natural enemy of the 4-4-2. But we're keeping the ball relatively well. Okay, the wingback is going to he can do a natural overlap because there we go. There's a natural overlap. Because you don't have to add the overlap. He's going to go down the flanks anyway. No, today, just now, the oil tactic. I think it was the very first tactic we did. And into the box. Simple simplicity. Yeah, engage, a lot of work to do engage. I wouldn't do an engage in most cases unless you have a lot of roles playing off him. Or yeah, in a striker setup. Because you can now have a lot of attacking players around him, right? Like a 4-3-3 with 3 strikers, engage in the middle, 2 shadow strikers off him. Other than that, I wouldn't use an engage in Football Manager because it's a lot of work to do and to get an engage working right. Okay, that's it. Not bad. See, we didn't have to change much except simple distribution instructions. That's all. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the tactics. Bok, your 5-3-2 wingback. Oh man, this is a good tactic. Target man, right? So, nice. I like this tactic. Okay, what you do with this one is do this. Set it to the target man from the wingback here. Cross him target here. Mess, focus, play left. Okay, move, shift a bit more to the left when you have the ball, right? Okay. So this wingback also becomes a like when you build up play using this complete wingback down the left flank, okay, this might be a bit much. 2 roaming roles. I mean, I get you got a defend duty here. I mean, you could do that, but this is 2 roaming roles, right? See, this guy roams from position. I probably would go with a wingback on support, or maybe even a wingback on attack, because you got complete, wingback. You got this guy on defend duty, so I would be a bit more adventurous with this role, right? So I go wingback on attack, but you can definitely go wingback on support if you want to keep the ball. But I add a focus play, and then you build up with this target man dropping this way. You create this overload on this side of the pitch. And then Osimhen also can score goals, and this guy can come in as a blind out. He'll arrive and score goals on the edge of the area. Yeah, counter regroup, counter attacking tactic. That's fine. Yep. The first outlet is the wingers. Yep. That's it. I wouldn't do this. Yeah, just leave it like this. You don't have to force opposition outside. Nah. Otherwise, every single day, these guys are gonna have to keep coming back and help you defend, right? So you just let them come attack your flanks naturally. That's it. Okay, high defensive line, standard line engagement is fine. You can up the defensive and do this, right? Because you are this team has to win the ball in this area. You can't afford not to. Where this is one way of doing it. The other way is to do tight, right? Hard tackle. That's it. That's the other option you have. Right, but you're gonna have to opt for one of these. You're gonna have to do this, man, eventually. Yeah, with this tactic. And then you'll be able to hit teams on the break quite nicely, in fact. Yeah. Holding his position, you got Mess. You can even play a car here, Carrillo here. Box to box, possible. I don't see any harm in box to box or Carrillo, both work. But the Mazzala here, I like this Mazzala because this combination is actually a very nice combination. It's just that the complete wingback is roaming, so I would play a more aggressive role that goes down the flank so that you get a lot of dynamism down the left flank. Okay, so what else have we got? We got double volante. Hey, man. I know this tactic so well. Okay, I will play this tactic from every day to Monday, every single day of the year. Okay, this is what I'll do. Trust me, I've done this many times before. I know exactly what I'm doing here. This is a very, very attacking tactic. Now, it only works if your team is good. If your team is not good, prepare to be hurt. Okay, I will do this because I have a similar tactic. Roll from position. I would get both of them to move into channels and roll from position, switching left and right with this guy. This is my Chelsea. I have a Chelsea version of this tactic. I have a few Atalanta version of this tactic as well. Play our defense, pass into space. I wouldn't do pass into space. Too risky. You will lose the ball more often than you like. Roll it out is fine. Distribute center backs. Very simple counter. Yep, fine. Much. Yep, higher defensive line. Actually, don't need a higher defensive line. Standard is fine. Just drop it like this. Okay, this is fine. Notice the big area that these players are going to cover. Okay, so all these players have got to have this on. So add mark tighter, tackle harder on all of them. So they always put pressure on the back line, right? Mark tighter. This is one way of doing it. Okay, mark tighter here. Now these two central defenders, they need to mark tight. Okay. Then what you can do is you can return to this and remove this. You don't have to use this at all. So you got mark tighter and tackle. Now these volantes, the reason why I do this, get forward, move to is because I want them to use the flanks. Okay? So you do focus play. The very, very City way of playing. Alright, Chelsea way of playing. They use the focus play instructions to work the ball up the pitch. Right? So all these threes then work together. You get this mobile, you get this what you call a triangular passing pattern on the flanks. Alright. You have mobile diamond. You can get it work. 100%. You can get it work. I've done it already many times with this version of this tactic. It's one of my favorites. In fact, my tactic is called Firestorm. I've used it many times. And you just have to make sure this is the right player. This definitely works, man. I love this formation. This formation shuts down opposition wingbacks so fast they don't know what hit them. Okay, it's very aggressive. This is a very aggressive tactic. Now, if there are some matches you might struggle in, right? Or you go like, damn it, this team is too good, I don't know what to do. Change the guys to defensive wingers. That's the only change you gotta make. Volante, the reason why I have this get further forward and move to channels because SI is going to remove it eventually. I call them the sport volantes. They'll be up here. So you put even more pressure on opposition side. So like they can't even work the ball through midfield after that. So that means that this player has to have good anticipation, concentration, and jumping range. That's it. This is a very nice tactic. I love this tactic. It's one of my favorite tactics in Football Manager right now. Then the Toon 4312. Oh baby, I love the last couple of. You just applied my tweak and went holiday. The tactic was better. Oh, that's how you found out. Oh wow, man, you guys are mean. Oh yeah. I don't know whether to believe you or not, right? So this is what you did. This is what you just did, Pico Mini game. What you did was, I don't know whether Dalj is making much sense. So what I'm going to do is apply his tweaks, go on holiday, see what the results are like. Then we'll reaffirm whether he's talking bullshit or. Where's the faith, man? Where's the faith? Okay, 4312 Carrello Mazzala. What a choice! Love it. Okay, the moment I see certain roles, right, I won't tell you to change the tactic. This is lovely. Carrello, Mazzala, AP on attack. Okay, DLF as a point. Okay, this would be somebody's been watching my 4312 tactic from 2014 or 2015. They haven't changed Mazzala in Carrello. Right? This is a setup I'll use in the past. Okay, wing back. Yeah, fine. Okay, if you want to make it slightly different, you can play ball-playing defenders. This is a tactic that can use ball-playing defenders because this guy goes wide. This guy goes wide, right? So what do you have? Nobody else. So the guy gets the ball, the goalkeeper gets the ball, they go like, oh shit, this guy is a bit far away, this guy is a bit far away. Gotta give it to the wingbacks. Oh shit, the wingbacks are too far away. What are you gonna do? I don't know. Kick the ball long? Yeah, that sounds like an option. That might happen. Which is the reason why one of these guys has to be a ball-playing defender. Okay. The best 4-3-1-2s actually have both of them as ball-playing defenders because they'll bring the ball forward along with the wing-back, so you always have an option to bring the ball out. So a 4-3-1-2 actually requires these good ball-playing defenders. Got Carrello, Mazzala is fine, AP, yep, the rules are fine. The only change I'll make is these two. Carrello, stay wider. Okay, all right, I would probably add the Mark Tighter in PI here. Again, why? Because you want these guys to work the flanks, protect the flanks, right? So you can actually do this with these two roles, right? I mean, you can close down more. This guy becomes a bit more aggressive. The Mazzala won't, no? SI very mean this year. They're very specific. SI reaching this little trick book right now where they're going to prevent people from making these kind of changes in the future, I suspect. Okay. So, yeah, that's the most he will do. A shorter passing player, defense right, defense high tempo, fine, roll it out, blah, 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 fine. Yeah. Nothing wrong with this tactic. Actually, add tight marking to all these guys in front so they help you press the defensive sides, opposition backlines, right? This guy can actually roam. You go left and right. Okay, then finally, again, where are all your chances going to come from? Your principal creators in this tactic are 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. In this tactic, principal creator is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. AP is not your principal creator. He's your decoy in this tactic. So, add the focus, play left and right. As the ball goes up the pitch, all of these guys are going to create chances. He's going to move around. If he's the one creating chances, he will. He'll probably get about 3 or 4 assists. Maybe 1 or 2 key passes a game. But the guy who's going to get all the assists is 1, 2. These guys are going to create the most chances, then followed by these 2. Then you get most of your chances coming from these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to create the most chances because this guy is going to be occupying the half space. When he's in the half space, he's deadly. Any half space role in this tactic is very, very strong. So this is how you're gonna set that up. This can work. This guy is also gonna create chances for the AP to come in and score. That's the trick we will use in mind. Always to average ratings on the CMD. And the CMD is always going to be an average rating. It's just going to be a link player, man. You can't expect every single person to have like 9 in your tactic. Come on, guys. Your standards are very, very high. Very, very high. You guys are terrible people. I want 9s on all my players. I don't care. I don't care. I want 9s, man. What the hell's wrong with you? Yeah, let's see. I know that I downloaded your tactic this one. Just want to make sure. Okay, wait, okay, I'll do it one more time. I know your oil tactic was somewhere here. Yeah, all money tactic. I put it somewhere. No, I don't know where I put it. I put it there earlier. But let's look at the oil tactic one more time. Just in case. BYT. Where the oil, man? Yeah, we'll just put it here first. Okay, let's see. I will know if I saw it again. Oil man. New. The oil money tactic. I have 2 regions with 2 potential and I'm trying. Oh, I don't think I did this tactic. Yeah. I have 2 new gens with huge potential that play DLP register role. I'm trying to find a way to change the tactic to fit the DLP, huh? Okay, let's just I always want to use a register. This is my version of it. I'm still dubious if I use PML. Okay. Oh. Okay. This tactic I'll share. Changes to central defender. Regista is a stay in place. I mean, I won't say he's a stay in place, but he's more like a playmaker, right? Who's hold his position. At the most, I might go with 1 ball playing defender. That's about it, right? Okay. If I go with 3, that might be too many. Okay, we want the Regista to be the main star in this tactic. Okay, sweeper keeper on attack. The first thing he does is, hey, I got a goal scoring opportunity. I'm going long. Don't do that. Don't play with that. Regista is fine. Ball winning midfielder tends to be very aggressive in this tactic. You don't really need one. You might leave another Regista. I mean, okay, fine. Regista. Yeah, in this tactic, you don't need a ball-winning midfielder. You just have a Carrillo, it's fine. Supports you in the half spaces, supports you in a, this then got a Regista here, like quarterback, right? He will give the ball. But a Regista is not going to make a lot of chances in this tactic. No. Again, 442 Diamond, the star is these guys. These guys are the ones. Your Regista is going to have to... Well, this tactic is going to... You want to play the Regista as the star, you're going to have to play focus through the middle. Then Mazzala goes here, then they go half space, they play the ball back to the Regista. The Regista looks for one over the top, but the Regista plays it out to the wing backs. That's how I set it up. Yeah, but I'll go Carrillo, Mazzala, Regista. But to get this to work really well, you don't have to be more expressive. Don't go wide. Oh, no. Big mistake. The ball is going to go out to the flanks, always to the wing backs early. You're going to forget there's a Regista, man. Go positive. You don't have to do it. Drop it to narrow. Use wall passes. Use the passes inside. This way they'll look for the Regista all the time. Then the wing backs will give you the width down the flanks. Much higher defensive line. No, you don't need higher. You can go standard. You can do this high line of engagement. All right, this will be fine. This is how I'll set it up. But I probably won't play it in any other way. Because you want to play a Regista, you're using a Regista to create your chances. You can. You can also use something. You can also use another role though. I probably wouldn't use a Regista. You want to use something, use a roaming playmaker. Very aggressive role. Nice. He'll go up the pitch. He will do wonderful things with the ball. right? If you think your roaming playmaker, you can also use a roaming playmaker behind a Carrello and a Mazzala. He will sometimes come here, sometimes come here, and put, right? If you have the players for it. What happens if you switch the AP to Shadow Striker, CM to I don't know which tactic you're talking about, man. But this is how I set up this tactic. You can set up like a, you can play like a, you want to play a safe tactic, just go Anchorman or DM, right? And then use the wingbacks to create all your chances, right? And then you got Carrello, Mazzala, they can make chances with you. Shadow Striker attacks the box DLF, so you got work, focus play to the middle, attacking. Wingbacks give you the width. The moment you use a Register, then you're depending on the Register alone to create a lot of your chances. And he's just a playmaker. You leave a gap here that other teams can exploit, right? So it's a bit dangerous. The only way this is going to work is if your side is very good at camping in the opponent's half and keeping pressure on them, like this. And you're moving them around. So that's one way of doing it. Plenty of roles can work here. You have to just understand what's going to happen with the different roles. You got DM on support, DM on defense as well. Right, this is a bit safer. Mazzala, Carrello, then the wingbacks are going to bomb down the flanks. Shadow Striker will arrive late as another striker. DLF is going to drop. So you get a lot of funky fun down the right-hand side of the pitch. Right, so that's one other version. No lah, Engash is not a deeper version of DLF. Engash is just a deeper version of a hold-up player, man. Yeah. So you have to look at using a Register. If you use a Register, this is just a mobile tree that goes up the pitch, but you're gonna leave gaps. So it depends on the teams you're playing with. It depends on how good your Register is. It's gonna depend on how good your DM is before you set up that kind of a tactic. So a lot of it depends on the players you have. But my recommendation for most teams is to play DM on support first. Look at your players. If your player is a really good playmaker, you can't expect this guy to be making all the chances from deep. Right? He's not going to find a play here. Depends on whether there is. The only time that's going to happen is a 4-2-3-1. That's it. But if they got a DM, your Register is just going to play the ball out to the flanks. So why do you need a Register for? Just play a DM. Then you use the wing backs to go down the flanks. And you still can play focus through the middle. Yeah, just because you have a Register doesn't mean you have to put him here. You can put him here, you can put him here. You got these two phenomenal players who can create chances, so you put them here. Then you have your two phenomenal playmakers will be doing it from here in the half spaces, which is the most dangerous place to put a playmaker. The playmaker here is useless. Not worth it anymore. The modern game right now, all the playmakers are now, you look, does Kevin De Bruyne play here? He plays all his passes from this area of the pitch. The best playmakers now control the half spaces. That's how the modern system is changed. And that's how SI is going to react to this as well. But they have terrible tackling, amazing vision and passing. Don't play them here. If you put a player with terrible tackling here, you can't play a 4-4-2 diamond. Amazing vision and passing means you're gonna have to have a wall. You're gonna have to play something else. You're gonna have to play this. If you want to play a player here who cannot tackle, then you have to put a wall in front of him. 4-1-3-2 is the only option then. Then you got players protecting him. So he has more time on the ball. He doesn't have to defend anymore. You're camping in the opponent's half. And then using the wing backs to go down the flanks. You can't use two of them. If you put a player who can't tackle here, and you play him in a diamond, he's going to end up defending. 100%. If he ends up defending, you're just going to concede goals. You can't fit a square peg into a round hole. Yeah. You can't do that, man. You have to develop the regions. They have to develop your new gens over time, and then after that, you can try and do different things with them. But you're gonna have to improve their tackling if you want them to play as a Register or a DM. You can, but you're gonna have to put a wall in front of them. 3 guys who can help you control midfield, and that's the only way it's gonna work. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming in today. You've been absolutely fantastic. phenomenal number of tactics we've had on the show. And once again, we were able to cover them all. I hope. Yeah. And we shall be back again very soon. What day is it today? Today is Wednesday. The next thing we do is we're going to return to Ipswich Friday. And I want to thank everybody for popping on today's show. Now, the next Game Changer episode, you guys, all the first team players, you're going to have to check the Discord for the Game Changer section, and then you can pop in your save. I think I've already got one coming in, right? Why are we sending one in? Game Changer. I think one of you sent me a message about the Game Changer. Yeah. So we're going to have a look at the Game Changer as well. And I want to thank everybody who has popped in today. You've been absolutely fantastic. I hope you enjoyed today's show. You found it useful. Let me know. Oh, Kim, you sent in a tactic? Okay, rewind. We got one more tactic. Oops. One last tactic. We want to make sure everybody's covered. We don't leave anybody out, man. I don't leave anyone out. Okay. Where's Kim's tactic? Yeah, Kim's tactic is in here. Okay, Kim's tactic in another place. Is it the Discord side? Yeah, let me check. We're gonna have to check, man. We got one more tactic left. This is different. Where's the Discord for Puppy Power? We found you, Kim. We just have to wait for the. Apparently, we have to wait for a spinning wheel to stop spinning and give me my download button. So while we wait for the spinning wheel to stop spinning, we gotta wait. I'm gonna have a drink. What can I say? The spinning wheel doesn't want to stop. It's called 442 intervention. Why is taking this thing so long? Yeah, we just have to wait. 442 intervention. This will be interesting. Something you've never made before. Alright, that'll be interesting. Last tactic. Sure. Was hoping to get my Ralph Ragnick tactic done tonight. Right, I got most of the thing done, but I'll have to go and rest after this before I can do the Ralph Ragnick. Kim, Eric, yeah, okay, there we go. Tactics and paste and boom and load. There we go. Okay. Wow, okay, interesting. Focus play. Moving to the side. Oh, this is gonna be a bit tough though. Even the focus play might not help. Well, pass into space. Holy cow, you're gonna launch balls from where? Ball playing defender, Volante going up, halfback coming in here. Okay, halfback might split them. Wingback goes up, fullback does a natural overlap going this way. I don't see it. Okay, I'm not looking at PIs and TIs. Winger, okay. Okay, you got a ball playing defender here, also bringing the ball up. All right, and then it might play to this role. That role might drop deep. Okay, I'll tell you what you do with this role. Tell him to sit narrow. Now he comes in here to this pocket. Okay, then you add the focus play. All right. This guy might go long. This guy also might go long. And this guy will do the early. He's gonna do a natural overlap. Drop your mentality to positive so you don't hoof the ball. Look, you're just confusing me, man. Pass into space with lower line of engagement. So you want him to come here, use tighter marking, get stuck in. Don't do this, do that. Okay? Don't just tell everybody to come to your middle, everybody stand to the side. So keep it standard. This should be fine. You don't have to use an offside trap. Don't have to, because you're already so deep, right? So let your boys step back a bit before they do something with the ball, right? So they step back instead of squeezing the pitch, making it even smaller. You're already so far, so deep already. Counter press, yeah, in some cases counter press makes some sense. If you have the ball high up the pitch, then you just want to win the ball back and start an attack instead of everybody coming back. Yeah, that makes sense in that situation. All right, halfback this way, volante. So what we did here, we drop this guy to sit narrow, so this guy comes up the pitch. We did a focus play down the right, so more of the action is happening here. All right. Okay. What we'll do with this player is tell him to play more direct, take more risks, and cross from deep. So now what will happen is, and maybe we'll remove the take more risks. Okay. So as the ball is transitioning out the pitch, what this player is going to do is he's going to do diagonal passes to this side. Okay. So where is he going to kick the ball? Tell him to send it to the far post where this player is going to be. So if anything else, he's going to go down the flanks. I mean, that's one way of doing it, right? Or you can just remove this, this, and this. Okay. So if you move all three, what you will see is build up play up the pitch. Pass into space. Don't have to do it. Don't do pass into space all the time. It should be if the opportunity presents itself, go pass into space. All right. Now, if you want to do pass into space like counter-attacking system, don't play on a lower tempo. Play on a tempo that matches your mentality at least. Right? Just match it. Don't play on a lower tempo. Why not? Because then you're slowing. You're trying to hit teams on the break, right? But if you play on a really low tempo, then all you're doing is slowly telling your players to get into attacking positions, which is not really helpful. Okay, so I'll do hit early crosses, focus play down the right, very narrow. They build the ball up, and then you have counter press for moments when you have to trigger the counter. That's fine. Deep line drops here, inverted winger drops here. This whole group is not gonna release this side. Yeah, this is how I set it up. Just make those small tweaks to your system, and you should be good to go. Yeah. No, but I won't do a lot of changes, just a few. The focus play, remove the pass into space, put a pass into space on when you see, oh, this is a good time to use pass into space because you're so high up the pitch, your wing backs and everybody else, I might as well use it. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good tactic overall. Well, I want to thank everybody for popping into this stream. You guys are phenomenal. And I've got a question. Hello, greeting from Portugal. Does it make sense to have shorter passing and pass into space? It can, because it's like pass into space is a risky pass. It's a through ball, right? Right. So you're playing a through ball. Sometimes you have those, one-touch passing, and then you have narrow systems. They play a short pass, and then there's another player that runs in front, and you play a through ball. That's a short pass into space. It can work, right? So definitely it can work. So you don't have to use pass into space with direct passing all the time. If you use a quick one-touch passing system like a 4-3-1-2 or a 4-4-2, diamond pass into space can easily work with short passing. Yeah. It all depends on the roles and duties that you have in your system. Okay, guys, thanks for coming in today. I hope you enjoyed today's show. For all the first teamers, yes, we will be doing a team talk next week. And I want you guys to stay safe, stay healthy. You guys have a good time. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.